Hello, Chaddington, my little scrumdiddlyumptious Turnington, though. How's everyone doing today? Is everyone having a good day today, Pookie Bears? I sure hope so, my broskito. Hey, chat. How are y'all doing today? I'm still a little sick. Listen, we're gonna get this out of the way right at the start of the stream. You guys know I had some sort of norovirus thing at the start of this year. And then now I have some sort of cold. So if you see I lack a little bit of energy, it's because I'm conserving myself for the finals tomorrow. Today, we've got the qualifiers for the $10,000 no classes tournament. That's right, there is no classes allowed in this event. We have blocked them from being in use. Apollo is right. I should be taking more vitamin C. But if you're watching on the main YouTube stream, I'm going to put it on the screen right now just for the rule set. If you're not watching on the main YouTube stream, for the qualifiers, there's only 5 games. The finals, it's 7 games. The point system is first place 15, second place 10, third is 7, fourth is 5 points, fifth is 4 points, 6, 7 is 3 points, 8 and 9th is 2 points, and 10th is 1 point. Chat, you get 1 point per kill, a classic for us. And then all the gameplay rules are as follows. All classes are banned. Teaming up is banned. This will probably be the only tournament where we ban camping tags. I don't believe in banning camping tags. I think it's a trash rule to have inside of Battle Royale tournaments. But just for this one, since nobody can use any abilities, we're going to see how it works. And maybe in the future, we'll have a no classes tournament where camping tags is not banned. But this will be the only tournament where we do that. I know there was some conversation about it in the last tournament. It's actually not related to all of that drama. It's just because from a gameplay standpoint, I don't think we're going to see anyone go for tags because there is no abilities to be able to swish through like smoke bombers and stuff like that to get your teammates tags. So in order for that to happen, we banned them for just this tournament, but it won't be a consistent thing. Let's just say that. I have no, I have no expectation that we'll do this after this event. It's just because there's no classes. Obviously, Jackals and Tanks are taken out, and then SMRS being, in my opinion, the most overpowered thing inside of the game currently. We're not banning the SO14. I don't believe in banning new guns right off the gate. I know that in Call of Duty Mobile esports and multiplayer and stuff, they like to ban guns as soon as they're released until people kind of see if they're good or not. I'm excited because I think the SO14 is really good. And I actually haven't talked to the pro players yet about if they're going to use it or not. Usually, I'll message somebody like Slayer and I will get him to tell me pretty much like, hey, what do you think of this gun? Like, do you think this gun is crazy? Or like anything to do with like meta situations, I will ask him because he is in the scene. Probably more heavy than every other creator that is a pro player. But chat, I see some people on TikTok asking about where's 4Kings and stuff. This is the qualifiers, chat. The finals is tomorrow, and your favorite 4K teams are already in the finals. There's a few Filipino teams inside of these qualifiers trying to make their way to the finals. I'm going to try and make it so that we can have qualifiers for every tournament this year, but we'll see if that's the case. Yeah, in my opinion, Kevin, I think the SMRS, from a tournament standpoint, is arguably the most overpowered thing inside of the game. If you're not playing tournaments, if you're just playing public match, then the SMRS is not as good. But the reason why it's so good inside of tournaments is because losing even one of your players can be detrimental to you gaining points in endgame, because going into endgame with 4 players instead of 3 or instead of 2, because one of your guys got knocked across the map from the SMRS, is huge. Not only does the player who knocked you with the SMRS get the kill points, but your team is significantly nerfed going into that late game fight, which is obviously why it has been banned. Oh my god, the car drifting. Let's go. Estella? Am I saying your name right? I just seen that pop up on my screen. Oh, I hope that pops up on the GIFs, but I don't think it's going to. It just refreshed. That is sick. I love cars. Thanks very much. Am I saying your name right? Let me check. Estella? How about Matilda? All right, never mind. Anyway, chat. No, hey, Tex. I do not believe Slayer is cheating. I see you saying not banning. No, the reason why the other person was banned, Haytex, is because it was caught on live that he was using an app that was literally called Call of Duty Mobile hack. That's why that person was banned. All right, chat, shall we get to it? Let's hop on over to Madnan and see what he thinks about the situation. As soon as we're ready to go, we'll get into it. Today is the last qualifiers. There's no more qualifiers after today. And then tomorrow will be the finals of the tournament. I'm just going to ban this person. Yeah, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I already answered his question. Will Winter be in the tournament? I believe he's in the finals already, dude. I believe he's in the finals already. USS allowed? Of course, Vinay. Of course. The USS is allowed. The only weapon that is a gun that is banned is the SMRS. I'll go through the team names of just the people who are playing in this qualifier, just in case you guys know some of them. Or if you're some of their friends, you might want to support them. But Team 1's going to be mixed girls. They're from all over the United States. I say the United States, I actually mean America. And also, there's one of them from Germany. We got Germany, Venezuela. Wow, Venezuela's been in the news recently, chat. Venezuela, that's all I'm going to say on that matter, chat. Venezuela's been in the news, bro. We got Brazil and USA on that team. Then we got Redmond for team number 2. Redmond, in my opinion, is one of my favorite teams that are just like not super big content creators. But for example, Scylla's in that team. If I'm on TikTok, although she will not know this, I've said this so many times in the past, but chat, I'm chronically online on TikTok, and anytime I open up the TikTok app, I will see Scylla live streaming. And she's actually a girl with a face cam that is streaming, chat. So if you're looking for girl streamers, she's always live, at least when I go on TikTok, farming COD Mobile. It also features a Dux, who has been in many of our tournaments in the past, Fallen and V4R. This team's based out of Italy. I was in Italy in 2023, I think. I was in Milan, and then I went up through Switzerland. Great. I loved Italy. I will say I love Switzerland a little bit more. Sorry, Redmond. But I didn't get to go to places in Italy that I wanted to visit, like Sicily and stuff like that. So maybe in the future, I actually have this dream to retire in Italy. So we'll see if I can make that happen when I get older. What's up, Lotex? Oh, is it the real Lotex? Oh, it is. He's here to watch the competition. He's here to watch people who are playing against him tomorrow, chat. You know what I'm saying? He's here to see what's going down. Yeah, that's damn right, Lotexington. We'll go down the list again. Ashina BTW Esports. Oh, this is Hypno. Okay, this is Hypno's team. Hypno, ATA, Wolf, and Brandon, based out of Turkey and Serbia. Team number 4 is Riz Esports. This has Falcon, Nanaya, Jordan, and Delete. They're based out of Nigeria, South Africa, and Malawi. Team 5 is Quora, which is Del, Mini, Falcon, Ibolos, and Eriel, or yeah, Eriel is Israel without the S. So Eriel, they're based out of Canada and USA. Even though Del Mini, I believe, is African, he did move out of there, and he's living in a different continent now. Shout out to Del. He's been in a lot of our tournaments in the past. Team 6, chat. Team 6 is actually Team Ferg Fam. Let's go, bro. We got Team Ferg Fam. We got Chetan, Stel, Parachu, and Riot. They're Indian and German. I'm excited to see if Team Ferg Fam can lock in, bro. Team Ferg Fam might be my favorite, chat. I know they might not be the best, but they named themselves Team Ferg Fam, chat. They're from our Discord. Shout out to them. Team 7 is Super Esport. We got Super Score, Lag, Apex, and Omar. Hold on a second. Is that the Lag? Super Lag. I feel like I recognize this guy's name. Do I know this guy? Badnan, is this the same Super Lag that I recognized from like years ago? It might be. Is he back? Is he back? He might be back, chat. We'll have to wait and see. Team 8, we got V12 Esports featuring Player 1, Trix, Heaps, and Kuza. These guys are based out of Europe and Turkey. Team 9's Absolute, Shampoo, XC, Magma, Apex, and C Mario. Those guys are going to be really underrated. Oh, actually, I think Badnan just changed the team name of those guys. He did. He just changed their team name. Oh my god, it's going to be A1 Alpha replacing them, chat. They're the last team that haven't joined, so that team's just been subbed out for A1. And you guys know, Lotex used to play with these guys. I'm interested to see if they're just as good. It's a completely different roster than the A1 I used to know. ENL is Jimbo, Simple, Gonzito, Julio. They're from Venezuela and the USA. See, Venezuela and the USA, they can team up. They can be friends, chat, right? Team number 10. Team number 11 going down the list. We have Generation of Miracles. I really hope these guys qualify. Really, really hope these guys qualify because they're based out of Africa and their main guy, at least in my opinion, is Berlin. And you guys know Berlin's iPad back in the day broke and he made like a TikTok talking about it and then we shipped him over. I think we gave him like an iPad Air or something. It was actually Madnan that organized it. Just to say, I only paid for it. It was Madnan that organized the situation, and then Berlin was able to continue his content creation career with Call of Duty Mobile. And I really hope they qualify and dominate inside of this tournament because Berlin's so good at getting clips. He just struggles in esports situations. So hopefully he can qualify into the finals. Team number 12, we've got Agent, Badshah, Crisis, and Play Dirty. These guys are actually from UK, my homeland of the United Kingdom. There's never been a good UK team for Battle Royale. I'm interested to see if there will be a good UK team from them. Team 13 is Pride. They're from Nigeria. We've got Pride Philly Me, Legendary Ghost, Merla, and Adex. Team 14 is Chaos Esports, Alpha, Hubful, Dusty. I remember Dusty from back in the day, and Honey Knight. They're from Germany. Team 15 is Eternity Garuda. They've got Says, Who Gaming, Nuxer, ETN, and Kent Justin. ETN is a name I'm familiar with. I wonder if that's the one I think it is. Team 16 is FaZe Esports, Drance, Hacks, FaZe, and Hopes. They're from Turkey. The Vortex from India is in team number 17. They have KK65, Chan Hirade, and Sura Sakura. Ooh. MW Esports is back, bro. These guys are going to cook. If this, oh man. They're from all over the place. We got a Romanian, a Russian, an Italian, and an Azerbaijan player in Team 18. Stilia, Only Nike, Mellowman, and I'm Vamp. Team 19 is Emperador Light. MC Dog Gaming. This guy has been fairly new to the Philippines content creation scene. But Team 19, MC Dog Gaming, Yoshi Boy, Shigomian, and Idzu Gaming. Full Filipino team. All four of them from the Philippines. Team 20 is T1. This features COD Ninja, West God, Pingo, and Sofito. They're based out of USA and Venezuela. Again, USA and Venezuela working together once more. Team 21 is No Sleep Gaming. That's Flixie, Shade, Dagon, and Zin. Flixie from Team 21 and COD Ninja from Team 20. I'm really familiar with both of those players. They've played in many of our tournaments in the past. Team 22, we've got Druids. That's 4P CODM, Loki, Celtic Druids, and Sin Culture from Nigeria. There's a lot of Nigerians inside of these qualifiers, chat. Team 23 is Vitality. Oh! Funds on this team. Is that the same Fund that used to play with Ackman? Fund, Relax, Pivas, and Ice. They're from Brazil and USA. I don't think so. I think Fund that plays with Ackman's from Europe. Team 24 is Team Evil Boys. I wonder who the best Fund is. Is Lanai, Yugi, Ox, and Diablo. They're from Cuba and Venezuela. Wow. All right, Team 25 and our last team. Oh, these guys are definitely up there. There's only 2 spots. And Team 25 is Gasparuski, No Snitch, Fanto, and Only HS from Italy, chat. These guys definitely could qualify. For sure. Without a doubt, that's a really, really solid European team. Balak, thank you for the You're Amazing, by the way, over on TikTok. I appreciate it. Much love. Very much love indeed. Chat, for the people here inside of the stream on TikTok that are curious where 4K is, they have qualified into the finals already. Don't worry about that. These are for all of the teams that are, I guess, a little less known in the scene. I'm really trying to make it so that it doesn't matter how big you are in terms of being a creator or being a pro player, that you still have a chance of joining inside of these tournaments and playing against the biggest and the best players in the world, like names like Lowtex, Holy Father, Synth, Slayer, Ackman, all of those 4 Kings, the entire 4 King roster. I really want as many people to play against those guys as possible and allow people from the community to build super teams to try and take those players who are at the tippity top of the mountain down. Has anyone been able to do it yet? No. The last time we seen a really solid team do anything was a team from France, and we haven't heard of them since, which is probably for good reason. So that's all I'll say on that matter. But yeah, as soon as Madnan's ready to start, we'll get into it, chat. This is game number 1. There's only 5 games in the qualifiers. Tomorrow in the finals, there will be 7 games. There's always 7 games in our finals because we get 3 games so fast. It's usually about 3 hours in the finals. This, I would say, will be about like 2 hours or so. But yeah, we're ready to go as soon as Madman starts it. And yeah, chat, let's get into it. Again, quick disclaimer, I am still sick. That's why my voice sounds nasally. After this stream, I'm probably going to get one of those things that you put in your nose to clear out all of your mucus so that tomorrow I can be primed and ready, chat. I can be primed and ready for tomorrow's finals tournament. The no classes. Remember, none of these guys are allowed to use any classes. It's going to be raw, and it's going to be unfiltered chaos, chat. There's going to be, in my opinion, a lot of smoke being used, a lot of cluster bombs being used, so that they can open up areas of the map to rotate into. Along with that, I wouldn't be surprised if we've seen a lot of cars. In previous battle royales that didn't have class abilities like COD Mobile that at least I was a professional on, we used cars and we set them up in a way that would provide us with cover. I've seen Slayer do this in the past with Low-Techs, iCannon and Bold Balls, where they set up cars. I actually don't think they were on the same team, but I remember they did it in Blackout. At least Slayer and Low-Techs were on the roster. This was before they basically created the most dominant super team ever. The most dominant super team ever was created on the back of those tournaments. But yeah, we've seen it in the past, and I do think, maybe not today, but definitely tomorrow, we'll see a lot of players using cars to not get away, but to just use them as cover in those late game zones. I'm surprised that every single team is red on my spectator. This is the first time I've spectated a game since the last tournament, and I did not realize that they changed it to be every single person is red. Look at this. They're all red. I've never seen that before in my entire life. Keelan, thanks for becoming a member, chat. If you're new in the stream, this is the qualifiers for the finals that will take place tomorrow. Super likes being shot over by the side right here. The shotgun's gonna go down. He's gonna be taken out, but Julio gets traded with, and then Apex also falls, leaving Super Score as one of only 2 members alive on his team. Can he hit the one pump? No, he can't. He's not Ferg, chat. Oh my god, he's missing all the shots here. Super Score, this might be the end. They've got one more player other than Super Score on their team. He's been spotted again. Doesn't land any of the shots. Rotating up and amongst Black Market. A lot of players have landed here, and they've already lost 2 of their players on the team. Score's going down and around. Gets his teammate tag here, surely. He's picked them up, but will he be able to survive? I don't know. He's getting hunted. Oh my god, he's getting hunted by like 4 different guys. He gets one, but the trade comes through, and that's gonna be all she wrote for him, as they only have Omar. Omar's getting dropped from the super roster, ladies and gentlemen. I've heard it here first, chat. If you want an update on that qualifiers team, they are dropping Omar going into game number 2 for leaving them hanging. Speaking of hanging, let's hang out with what I think is the best team in here. Probably tied with team number 25. I'd say there's a couple of Eternity players in here also. I'm gonna say either Team 2 or Team 25 is definitely qualifying. Those are my picks for at least one of those teams are gonna make it through into the finals. I would say it's most likely to be Team 2. Just because they've done it in the past. At least Ducks has done it in the past. We've seen Ducks qualify many times in previous tournaments, both regional qualifiers and global qualifiers. Going over to Dell. Nothing happening here. They're good to rotate out. Supposedly, Super Score actually got his teammates back, so they're all still alive. Amar's still getting dropped from the roster, though, chat. It's still GG's to him. They do not want him here any longer. Hypno from Team 3, landing in one of my favorite places to go, Crash Site. It looks like they were uncontested here, too. So they got all of this loot for free. They're going to be able to get inside of the Crash Site room and also have a buy station with a helicopter. So they've got great rotations into the next zone. That's an awkward zone. I don't like those zones down there, chat. Because it could go either across the bridge to New Vision City or stay on the pipeline side of things. And you guys know I lost a game in one of the tournaments I played in back in 2021 because I picked the wrong side of the zone and decided to use a boat. And it was the only game we lost for that event way back in the day. We'll go down again. It seems like everyone is spread out. This is actually a lot less hectic than I thought it was going to be. They're taking this super seriously. None of these teams want to fight each other. And if they do, they are rotating away because, like I said before, they don't have any class abilities. Oh, it seems like teams are fighting, though. We'll hop on over. They've been spotted. Team number 1, this is the mixed girls team. Faker takes down Heaps from the side. Trix is also over there around the tar. Lily Gamer, a little bit further back. Panita also in the same angle. This is actually, could be 2 different teams here that they're fighting against. We'll have to wait and see. Trix is still being spotted behind that tar. It is actually only a team versus team. There's no third team, chat. But both of them have lost 1 player on each roster. Lotex is saying to spectate Team Eternity in Sakura. Let me see these guys. All right, we got ETN Destra over there. ETN says, ooh, shots are gonna go down. And it looks like they're shooting poo because none of them are landing. Oh, wait, hold on. Was that an SMRS? Man, I'm gonna let you deal with that. We have found this player to be using an SMRS, man. That is banned. And they got a kill with it. Oh dear, we're gonna need to take their points off, chat. I'm gonna say that much. That's the only team I've seen do it. Hey, chat, it's the mixed girls team. That's all I'm gonna say. That's unfortunate.
Airdrop incoming.
Dell? You're fine for now. Player 10 on top. He's gonna get slayed out here. Unfortunately, he just did get wiped by a team using banned weapons. The SMRS, chatting Tom. I actually want to find out where Berlin's at currently. He's team number 11. They're over by New Vision City. They have 0 kills as a roster. We've seen them do this before, though, and they always pop off at the end. So hopefully that could be the case again. The Eternity roster, also 0 kills. So a very slow start for these guys. Team 14. Over just above farm. They must have landed there. Now everyone's rotating into the zone. There may be a little bit more fighting to be had. All of these teams are playing this so passively. Oh, there's CJNG! We know him from the OG days of playing in the tournaments. He was one of the best players way back in 2024, a year and a half ago. Back then, he cooked day and night inside of the Battle Royale tournaments.
Airdrop has been delivered.
ETN opted to rotate into the zone from farm side. They crashed their car. They're good to go. Nobody's around them watching them. We'll hop on over to Baron. He spotted a roster climbing up this side of the mountain. Doesn't land the Rytech shot. Now rotating up, he's got his teammates right alongside him. CJ in front. That's a really bad spot. As you can see, the smokes are going down. What did I say at the start of today's stream? I said that smokes are going to be used more than anything else. Maybe a couple of cluster bombs in there as well for the late game. Smokes are great to rotate out of situations, especially since they don't have classes. Tempest hits both of them. Oh my gosh. I thought somebody was going to get knocked there for sure, but they all get out of that situation. I forgot about the Tempest. The Tempest is going to be so good because no classes are used. Right, Tech. Speaking of things being used here, not able to land any shots from Baron. On to CJ. CJ is one of those players that I think it's almost guaranteed that he should be playing in finals. But he swapped out a team and now he has to go through the qualifiers instead. Let's see what ETN are up to here. Still no kills for this entire roster. This is Lotex's favorite team. As we go down to team number 16, these guys are far out from everyone else. They're actually really in a solid position in the zone, but there's just nobody around them. Look at that. They're central zone and no other team or roster has decided to go for these power positions right in the middle. If they set themselves up nicely here, maybe on the house at the top of a state, they've been a really good spot to win the game. If the zone continues to go central, of course. COD Ninja has been eliminated as well. His team are still alive. They have no kills. They're going to try and revive him back into the game. Oh, it is Fund. It is the Fund I know, chat. It's K9 Fund. He's got himself a whole new team. Wait, there's 2 CJs in here. What a snipe there from Fund. This is the Fund I know. One of the best snipers
Enemy eliminated.
in the Western Hemisphere. Shots going down. He spotted all of them. Hunt knows there's a separate team here over to his right. They did eliminate that first team, but the third parties came in. Seems like they were a little bit further away, though. Annihilator being used. What a shot there from Pivas. Finally, we're getting to see some top-tier action. As Bandito's trying to get out of there. And Berlin gets knocked. Shots go down. Bandito, not cracked just yet, but they're all chasing them. Oh, dearie me, Bandito. I'll see you later, alligator. Becker and Pinita are still alive. We'll have to be taking some points off them, though, for using the SMRS. As Play Dirty gets eliminated, and that is their squad fully out of game number 1. 3 eliminations for this team. Let's see what Dux is up to with his roster. 3 kills for them as well. We'll go down and see all of the favorites. We've got Dell in here. He rotated past the team that we were watching earlier with Fund on it. And still, that is the only team with Baron in Central Zone right now. What's Brandon got to say about this with Hypno? They spotted COD Ninja. He's been revived. I wouldn't bank on the fact that they're going to blow this helicopter up just because they don't have SMRSs. They could snipe one of the players out of it, though. That's for sure. As I think that was Ferg Fam that just got eliminated. Unfortunate. I'll need to go down and check out Low Tech's roster here. We got Destro, Nuxer, Says Who, and Young. Oh dear, this is going to be a big fight. We got Eternity versus Fun's team. These guys still have 0 kills. Fun's team are fully warmed up right now, and all 4 of them are alive with a bunch of loot. It looks like they're going to rotate right past Eternity. Neither team deciding to take that fight, but there is another roster fighting them. Berlin's back again, thankfully. One of African's favorite pro players has been revived. Outside the zone in New Vision City. They're going to need to push into the zone, though. They're out on their own here. They all have good weapons, I would say. I'm surprised they don't have loadouts. Maybe his teammates have loadouts. Only one of them? 2 players is all. You would think since they went over to New Vision City and got it all for themselves, they would have had more loot, but it is what it is.
Airdrop has been delivered.
There's going to be a team fight here, ladies and gentlemen. Who took that top? It's going to be Drance's roster. These guys have lost the best position in the zone. They didn't take that high ground house. Instead have opted to give it up over to Drance and the boys. This is, I would say, is the best house right now inside of the current zone. There is also another house which looks like the house from Estate Modern Warfare 2 over here. But this one, just because it's not high enough, I don't think I would hold the roof on this. It's all right to be inside, but this is definitely the best house to be in. It looks like they're actually going to take a fight here. I've seen Ducks get eliminated there as well. But this roster is deciding what they want to do. There is a 4v4 on the cards here. They've decided they do not want to take that fight, so we're going to go ahead and watch a different roster. I would really like to see what Fund is up to right now, as he was in a fight just moments ago. They have 8 eliminations so far in this game, which I would argue is probably the most out of any team. I did mention these guys before, and I said they would be a team that would qualify. They're actually getting snipes over on to Low Tech's Eternity roster. Oh my god, it's Serena! It's Serena! This person used to stream snipe me back in 2020. And when I say stream snipe, I mean they were in my game every single stream without a doubt. I remember them from way back in the day. Winter Jr. Bro thinks he's a Jackal user. Unfortunately, they're banned. Winter's probably going to die here. See you later, alligator. Surely the kill comes through. Serena walking him down. Not able to land shots, but the teammate is. Wrong guy to click. And they're gone. See you later, brother. Crony goes down to super score. This is the same super roster that we seen get eliminated earlier with Omar dying outside of the zone. Shots are going to go down here. It's going to be Gasparuski, surely with the sniper trying to shoot. It is a Locust, though, so it's not really a good sniper, at least in my opinion. His teammate's got his back here, however. It's going to be a V12 Says. Shots go down. Easy elimination on the super score. They've had a rough game so far, and it looks like it's getting even rougher as Team 25 are playing with their food. Super Lag's been spotted as well. See you later. 1 player left on that roster. 15 total eliminations for Team 25. Skibbity poopy. I just know them because of their actual individual names. Let's hop on over to Fund and see where they're at in the zone. They're safe for now, but it looks like ETN are not safe, as they were in a fight just moments ago. They got eliminated with 0 kills. Oh dear, low tanks. I know he's not going to be happy seeing that. Berlin's team all have been eradicated as well, but they're coming back through a revive flight here, so hopefully they can do something into this late game. As you can see, still many players still alive. 56 people still up this late in the game. These players are playing seriously, and they want to qualify for this $10,000. Gasparuski in another fight again. We'll hop on board with him as he takes down Super Apex. They got revived as well. One of their players are still alive for a little bit longer. I just heard an FHJ go down right there. Lily Gamer's gonna go and get knocked. Vendito as well. Tempest is getting shot from across the map. As Gasparuski makes his way into the zone. Doesn't need to worry about too much, just has to heal up. Another Tempest shot going down onto Serena. They get out of here and Super Score finally dies for the Super roster. They're all eliminated. 18 kills on the board. Messaging Madman to make sure to do another announcement that SMRS is banned because we've seen the girl team use it earlier. Looks like they're going to be camping out a little bit here. Let's do a little check on the zone. Ooh, they've got to rotate into the next one. They're furthest away from the zone out of basically every other team, as we'll hop on board with COD Ninja. This team's from the United States of America and Venezuela. 2 enemy countries combining forces to be frenemies. Like I said before, that house on the top of the zone was still the best house this late in the game, and none of these guys have died. However, I will say I don't think they've gotten many kills either. As we can see, ENL, a team I'm not familiar with, rotating into the zone. Down below! Guys, what is this? What is this? We have a little party down here? What's going on here, Dale? They're all using the same skin! Hey, Felon thought he was him, bruh. Look at the 3 stack over here using the same skin. Felon thought he needed to be different, bruh. This guy, man. Just stick to the program, bro. Everyone use the same skin, chat. COD Ninja spotted a team over onto his right-hand side. We haven't seen too much from Team 25 since we watched them decimate the lobby earlier. 18 kills. They're definitely the highest killer team inside of the competition so far for these qualifiers. Hopping on over to Fund, Relax, Pivas, and Bobcat. They have the 2nd most kills. Fund, in my opinion, is arguably one of the best competitive snipers in the world. He's always hitting some crazy shots with the sniper. Shots are going down over here, however, we're going to hop on board with them. It's team number 24. They were shooting just moments ago, but it looks like they've taken down whoever they were shooting at. Mellow Man's the last guy alive for MW. This is also a ferocious team, but the fact they've lost all their players this early on is kind of unfortunate. Yembo landing a snipe through the wall. Can he land another one, though? Oh, he's using the Ferg skin! Let's go! Let's go! The Ferg skin, chat, has been mentioned. ENL have lost one of their players here to a knock and the other completely out of the game. This is a bad revive situation for him. He's going to get shot from the side and also going to get knocked here from Brandon and Woof. That was a terrible revive situation for them, and it looks like they've only got Simple left on this first game. Lots of kills coming through here, and it seems like team number 25 are losing players to the zone. They're still currently in the zone. Look at this play. They barely rotated into the next one inside of this house. This is actually phenomenal. They're going to stay alive for the end game here. Only 33 players left alive. Drance's roster still up here in the house. Like I said, it's the best position in the zone, and it's arguably still the best position in the zone up until this moment. As we're going to go down ahead and watch a different roster that's in a fight here. Berlin. They've got 2 kills as a team combined, and Berlin is one of them. Shelby, unfortunately, has been eliminated. This is a team from Africa, ladies and gentlemen. 29 players still alive. They have a custom AK-117 able to be used here. Woo! Trump shot him with the custom DLQ. Ain't no way. Trump, let me see where you're at. Ooh, a good spot here from Trump. Nade comes through. Is he able to crack one of them? Cabal's probably going to go down here. Multiple nades coming through. The zone is collapsing in on it. They need to push onto this African team while they're weak. It's not going to come down in their favor, though. They chose the wrong side. They should have went into the left. Shots go down. Berlin has been full killed. See ya later. That's all it's going to be wrote for him. COD Ninja picks up one over onto Brand, and let's hop on board with him. They're inside of the house right in front of them. Smokes are going down. Like I said, no class abilities are able to be used here as all of the classes have been banned. Trump spots a player right in front of him. It's another African known as Slow Poison. Can the shots go down? Savito's going to take down Cabal. Where are they at? Trump gets the confirmed kill. Slow Poison stays alive. I can't believe he's still alive. Using movement to his advantage here. He could use the zipline to get up, but I think he'd probably die if he even decided to do that. He's more than likely going to go down here. I really don't see a world where he survives this, especially since he only has flashbangs. Teammates not to be seen anywhere as they've all been eliminated. Team 25 still alive. They've made it into the zone. Oh my god, what happened up here? It's an absolute massacre. Some may say a genocide up on top of this hill, chat. Oh my god. Best position in this late game is definitely going to go to team number 25. Serena, V12, and Gasparuski all still alive with 21 eliminations. They're just looking down below them, all the ants fighting it out, and they're going to land on that house very late game and get all of the kills from the high ground. I'm ready for it. There's Gasparuski. First player to go down in the house as called for. Trump has been spotted. COD Ninja has been spotted. And Sofito Cito has been eliminated from the zone. This has got to go in the way of Team 25. They're known as Skibbity Poopy. I don't know why they named themselves that, but all the players are dying to the zone. Shots are going to go down, and it is going to go in the way of team number 25. I called them out at the start of this qualifier that they were the best team inside of it, and they win game number 1. We've seen players like Gasparuski and Serena absolutely dominate finals before. They're based out of, I believe, Italy, and they are cooking here in game number 1. Look how many kills they got. Over 20 total. A lot of players died late game right there to the zone, so they weren't able to capitalize on the kills in totality. But 23 kills with the first place performance for game number 1 inside of the qualifiers is going to guarantee them 38 points in one game. Remember, these qualifiers only have 5 games total, and that is a really solid performance considering they didn't have any classes to use because all classes are banned inside of this tournament, chat. It is a no classes qualifier. For everyone inside of the chat right now, I see a lot of people asking about 4K. They're in the finals, which is tomorrow. So make sure to stay tuned for tomorrow's stream where the players from this will qualify into the finals and have a chance to play against the best players and the most known players inside of the entire world. As we go down the list, you can see where everyone else played. I hate to be that guy. Thanks for following and subscribing, everyone. But the 2 teams that I said were the 2 best teams finished first place and second place. Both the top 2 teams, my 2 picks for the 2 that will qualify into the finals tomorrow, are first and second. That's going to be Red Moon there at second place. Okay. Madden has confirmed that the team that used the SMRS have lost their points for that game. They only got 3 points in the game anyway, but they have lost all of their points because they used the SMRS inside of game number 1. Of course, it's banned in a no classes tournament. Going down the list, you can see we've got Trump, COD Ninja's roster finishing in 3rd. We've got Team 23 in at 4th. That's got Fun, Pavas, Relax, and Bobcat. We did call those guys out before we started inside of the tournament as well as being a good team, especially with Fund on that roster. He's a really good sniper, and we've seen him hit a lot of crazy snipes in tournaments before. If any of you are wondering where Low Tex's Eternity team are, unfortunately, they had a disappointing game there. That's not Low Tex playing in the team. It's just his favorite team because that's the clan that he, I guess, kind of started. They had a bad performance there, finishing in 18th place with 0 kills. As we go down further on the list, you can see some players that are a little bit less known. More V12 players, though. We've seen V12 Says Hi, I believe, do some good work inside of that game, but I actually cannot spot them. Where did they finish off? We see them get a lot of... Oh, there... He's in the winning team. That's why I couldn't find him. He's with Gasparuski, Serena, and Verconi. MW... They got 8 kills, but they finished in 13th, so they're not going to get that many points. They will be in the top 10 at least, which is good for them with those 8 total points. But a lot of disappointing performances. However, my favorite teams did come out on top anyway, so I'm kind of happy with my predictions so far inside of these qualifiers, chat. Remember, the finals are tomorrow, and that will feature all of the biggest names inside of Call of Duty Mobile BR. Only 2 of these teams qualify, chat. Only 2 of these teams qualify. Dax, yes, there are Indian teams inside of these qualifiers. We've got the Vortex from India. That's got Chan, Huriday, Sura, and KK65. That's team number 17. You can see them right there on your screen currently. These guys are from India. There is another, also a team that is mixed. They've got a couple of players from India from Ferg Fam Discord server. That's their name. They're team number 6. Team Ferg Fam. Finally getting some representation inside of these tournaments for Ferg Fam, chat. Let's go. Let's go. We're getting ready to start game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to catch up on anything I may have missed on TikTok. I did see a couple of things take the chat, but I can't spot any of them. Did I skip past them? A game controller or 2 there from Valak. I seen something take off. Oh, did I miss it? I thought I seen something take over the whole chat. I think we're good. I think I didn't miss anything. Low Tech said it's okay. At least they tried. They're playing from Garena on phone. So even if they don't make it to finals, they are my champs. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's a Garena team playing on phone. Eternity Garuda. That's Sezu Gaming, Nuxer, ETN, and Kent Justin. They're from Indonesia, chat. Indonesia. Snitch, thanks for becoming a member, bro. Yeah. Appreciate you, my scrumdiddlyumptious. Along with Keelan. All right, as soon as Madnan's ready to go and these guys have got out of their reviewing results, we'll get into game number 2. Look at Dale's profile picture, bro. Who remembers this guy? Who remembers Hawk's Nest, chat? I have not seen Hawk's Nest in... When was the last time he uploaded? Like 2 years ago? Honestly, he's been MIA for so long. Something makes me feel like he popped off on crypto or something and then just went MIA straight after it. Carla, thanks very much for the money gun. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Berg, are you joining 4K?
Welcome to Battle Royale. The match.
I'm waiting for the clips to go viral of that one, chat. Holy. Dids are going to be like, he's actually joining. He's joining 4K, chat. All right, game number 2 about to be underway. We're getting the scoreboard adjusted just for you guys right now. We'll have it on the screen throughout this match so that you can see where all of your favorite teams are situated. Fingers crossed.
Get ready.
I lose my sickness for tomorrow, chat, for the finals of the tournament. Game 2 of 5. Caddington. Ooh, Team 6 better cook. I agree, bro. Team 6, I need to see you guys at least get to the end game, bro. I need to see a Ferg Fam roster make it to the end of at least one game. I don't even want them to win. I just want them to see them in that end game, chat. I just want to see them, man. Come on. Lock in, Ferg Fam. Lock in. All right, Red Moon hasn't dropped yet. Mixed Girls team has dropped. They're going to Frigid. That's over where Super lands as well. So we're going to see those guys fighting more than likely early game here. Yep, they're landing right on top of each other over by the church or whatever religious structure this is. I actually have no idea. Landing on top of each other. Oh my gosh, they're right beside each other. Super going to the 2-story house, and it looks like the rest of them have split up here quite well. Apex was over on the side. Omar, yet again. What is wrong with this guy? They need to replace him. He's using the old artery skin, but brother, it's not even the OG artery skin. Sure. Is it, chat? I don't think this is the OG one, right? It didn't have the yellow on it. Bro really thought he was a sweat, chat. Bro is not the sweat. Top on over to Redmond, see where they're at. They're over by farm, but before we can even watch them at all, we need to check Gasparuski as he's in a fight downtown. They fought this team before when they were winning the last game. They took them out of the house. Shots go down. Hope is very weak. He's been cracked. I'm not sure if he even has any shield to play it up with. It looks like one of their players have been lost already. Gasparuski has been taken down with 1 kill. I'm not sure if it's a bug, but it looks like he can't even be revived either. He's not here at all, so they've won the first game, and it looks like they may perform very badly in this second one. Madnan has sent me the updated scoreboards, chat, after game number 1, so I'm going to go ahead and get those updated for you guys as soon as possible. While you get to watch Serena and... Woo! V12 coming, clutch, can he land? Oh my god, 2 for 2 right there from Serena. Oh, dearie me, and Drans falls. That was a 2v4 situation there from Serena and Verconi. What a clutch. Able to finish off the early game fights with 5 eliminations total. All right, I'm going to update it over on YouTube for you guys. And then we'll get it updated on TikTok as well, ladies and gentlemen, for the scoreboard. The team that we just watched get those kills are the team that is currently in the lead. And they're not in the lead by a little bit, chat. They're in a pretty sizable lead here. For sure. They're 16 points ahead. They've got 5 kills. And Gasparuski is coming back. And he has actually already came back in the revive flight. So it was just a bug that we had on our screen for a little bit. So they're getting all of the downtown loot. Where's the next zone? They have to rotate into it. But that's a really good start for the team that is in the lead. Remember, only 2 teams qualify into the finals, ladies and gentlemen. Only 2 teams make it in. Let's hop on over to Team 23. They're one of my favorites as well. I would say they're like my 3rd or 4th favorite. Not up to much. They got 2 eliminations total this game, so they're probably going up the leaderboards as well. But I would love to see Redmond do a little bit more. 0 eliminations at the start of this game. They're currently 2nd in the leaderboard. T3 are a 3rd with 21, so they're right behind them. Vitality are 4th with 16. Ashina, by the way, esports are 15 points in 5th. And then you can see ENL, Fizz, Esports, Evil Boys, MW Esports, and Generation. Uh-oh. This isn't good. The vehicle's about to explode. Who is that team that they're fighting right here? Oh, dearie me. Bar goes down right here. Redmond in a bad situation. It's a 1v4 from Fallen. He doesn't have any way of getting out of that fight at all. Remember, there's no class abilities. The only thing he could have done there was smoke cluster bomb or use some sort of nade situation. They can use these Street Fighter skills if they want, but I haven't seen anyone utilize them yet at all. Redmond losing 2 of their players, Fallen and Var eliminated. Like I said before, Scylla, arguably one of the girls' best BR players in the world. I see her streaming on TikTok 24/7 when I'm on. When I'm chronically online. She's always live. Speaking of people who are always live, what's Berlin up to here? 0 kills on the board that they spawn over to crash site. Look at him doing the little buggy run, chat. This goofball, bruh. Bro thinks he has aura, chat. I'm trying to see Berlin clutch up. That's what I'm trying to see, chat. I think he would be a really good comp player if he had a good leader. He needs a good team captain. Like, if he teamed up with somebody like Ackman that told him exactly what to do, I think he would be good. But I feel like a lot of this region just kind of lacks leadership. All of their players mechanically are really, really good. Like, think of Chapo, for example. Chapo's arguably one of the best players in the world. But when he plays in tournaments, the leadership of his team is just not up to par with the leadership of maybe some European teams, or like the Middle Eastern teams, or the Middle Eastern and Europe teams, like Ikenna, Bulbaz, Low-Tex, and Slayer. They know exactly what they're doing. They're really clear and concise with their comms. They don't panic. If these guys could be led by a player that knows how to play in a competitive esports environment, I feel like an African team is definitely up there in terms of skill, and they could win one of these tournaments very soon. I think they might be the last region to win an event. We've seen winners from Latin America. We've seen winners from, I guess you could say North America has never really won, but they did have one player on their team that won a tournament before, so we can't really say North America. But obviously Europe was one, Middle East teams have won, and of course now Garena teams have also won. I think it's time for Africa to make a super team. They need to get all of their best players with one really confident in-game leader and see what they can do inside of one of these tournaments. Go over to MW. Nobody's fighting at the minute. Everyone's rotating into the zone like we've seen in the first game. Very few teams opting to fight early game just because they know, since they don't have class abilities, that it's a risky situation. Speaking of risky situations, Fund has been knocked. Bobcat and Pavas are the last players alive on the team. The smoke comes down. It's not going to be enough. Atta may get knocked here from the Annihilator. Woo! Knock doesn't come through, but Bobcat, Pavas are going to get out of there. Fund has been revived as well. So now Relax is the only player on the roster that has been downed and eliminated. They're getting third-partied above here from the mountain. 3 eliminations on the board here for team number 23. Shots go down. It is the SO14 from Bobcat. We've got an AK-117, an SO14, and a DLQ in play. Relax has come back as well through the revive flight. I'm sure the comms are going crazy for these guys right now. He might actually land on ATA. because the sound bug of landing on someone, it takes a little bit longer for the sound to come in. Oh, I would have landed on him if I was him. I would have definitely landed on him, but he did not go for it. Oh, Tempest shot goes down. He's still alive for 9. A lot of players using Tempest and Annihilators here because the classes are banned, which is good to see. A little bit different of a meta than we're used to, chat. Definitely spicing things up here. A lot more raw inside of this. Trophy systems even being used. Cluster nades being used. Oh, what? What was that? Relax has been knocked. IATA, he's probably gonna get fully eliminated here if he hasn't already. It didn't come up in the kill feed, but he's definitely be fully eliminated. Bobcat trying to get him down. Yes, he does. Takes down Atta. Shots coming in from the side. It looks like Fund has been MG42'd from distance with Brandon. I believe he's one of the players that has the Tempest. Nade goes down, is able to hit him for 54. Not cracked, though. Other nade doesn't hit him, though, as well. Another nade comes through. Might land. Yes, it does. He has a kinetic now. The 43 is not really going to do much. Lots of nades, like we said before. Coming through. Oh. The peek here from behind could have been great, but he decided to go in the front instead. I feel like if Vodcat had have rotated around the side, he would have had a lot better of a chance. But it's not going to be the way, as Fund is dying slowly outside of the zone, and Relax has been revived. Brandon's going to get out of this situation with Woof in the car, and we're going to go ahead and watch team number 25 now. This team is in the lead currently. They had 38 points going into this game. They're still on 5 kills. They've been on 5 kills for the entirety of game number 2. They got their first 5 as they landed. So they're now up to 43. Definitely still in the lead. Remember, only 2 teams qualify. On the leaderboard, you can see if it's in golden, it means those 2 teams are up for qualification into the finals to play against the best and most notable players in the history of Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale esports.
Airdrop has been delivered. Start in 1 minute.
Oh. They've spotted them across the map, but they're not going to land any shots on them. Not even going to go for any shots. Never mind. I thought they were going to take some snipes. They are going for it. Gasparuski, arguably a really good sniper player, so I'm surprised he's not using it. At least back in 2024, we seen him hit a couple of snipes across the map in an isolated tournament. Haven't seen too much of him recently. He seems to be dropped from a couple of rosters, which is surprising because I think at one point he held or was tie-breaking the most kills we've ever had for a single game at like 12 or 13 when we first started these tournaments way back in the day. So to see him not be picked up by some big names was always very surprising to me. But then when you have teams like Low-Tech Slayer, iCannon, and a Bull Boz in a roster, there's really no one that can replace any of those 4 players. So it really means that Gasparuski has to go and find his own team instead. Not only that, there may be some language barriers there, as these guys I know are from Europe, but I'm not sure if they come in English. They might come in a different European language like Italian or Spanish. They spotted this team over on the other side of the hill, but we're going to go ahead and watch a different roster now, as there's some kills coming through on the kill feed. Nothing here from Eternity.
Here we go.
What about this roster? Still nothing. Oh, never mind. Brandon's back in the fight again. Tempest being used across the map. We've seen him get a couple of kills like this before. Can he get another on today? Not going to happen. Shots are going to go down from the teammate. Knight gets killed again. Oh my god, these guys are really good. It is Hypno's roster. We've seen Hypno do good stuff in the past. So he's obviously playing with good teams as well. They're rotating into the zone instead of taking that fight. Baron kills Atta. I must say, that team is fairly underrated. The team with Brandon on it. Berlin's roster only have 1 kill so far. They got 2 last game. I would love to see them play a little bit more aggressive. Oh, this is the Indian roster. This roster is not experienced. This could be a full team wipe for them as the shots are going down. Cabal takes 1 down along with Shelby. Shots are in. That's going to be all she wrote from this Indian roster. See ya later, alligators. There comes 4 kills total for the Africans. Berlin, Shelby, Slow Poison, and Cabal. We love to see that. As soon as they realized it was a team that was not very accomplished, they rushed in there instantly and took them all down.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Now that is exactly what we wanted to see from a team like Berlin, Shelby, Slow Poison, and Cabal. Team 11, the generational miracles. Speaking of miracle plays, though, I see Pavas has been knocked, and it leaves only one player alive. It's going to be Bobcat here. And he's going right beside a really solid roster. If these guys die early, it's not going to be good. He's got out of the situation. He has one tag, I believe. Somebody in the chat said about Team 21. We haven't watched these guys before. It's NSG, Katara, Shid, and Zin. They're about to fight the best team inside of these qualifiers. Team number 25. I wouldn't take that fight if I was them. As soon as you, even if you knock one of them, you want to get the full kill and not take the other player's fights. Unless you have 4 really dominant players. Oh, didn't see him. That was bad timing for Katara here. Both teams opting to go a little bit more of a passive play instead of rush out into the open. I would say a passive play is definitely the better choice for team number 25, as they've already got such a long lead on everyone else that they don't need to worry about anything. Team 17 was that Indian roster that has been eliminated.
Start in 1 minute.
Is Team 6 still alive? They've got one player left, chat. It's Team Ferg fam. I don't know why he's shooting across the map, but he's still alive, bruh. I needed that, chat. I needed that in my life. Imagine being part of Team Ferg fam and not using the Ferg skin, chat. This is unbelievable.
The safe zone is collapsing. Airdrop
This is unbelievable, bro. He should stick the Ferg skin. He's using the Aerith skin, bro. Oh my, mods ban him. Mods ban him from being part of the Ferg fam, chat. All right, is he going down here to get some tags? I believe so. We'll hop on board with a team that's actually in a fight, though. Bobcat's been spotted again. The shots are not going to go down to him. A lot of teams are dying outside of the zone. Oh my god, I thought they were in the same roster, but that's going to be Berlin's team coming through. Oh my god! Berlin using the Street Fighter ability was low-key aura right there, chat. Oh my god. Somebody rewind that and make that a clip, please, for the love of god. That would have scared anyone. Seeing Berlin use that and going on top of the rock right in front of you with the whole team beside him. Unfortunately, Shelby is going to get knocked and probably full eliminated here as well. He's rotating out of this position. Berlin stays alive to fight another day as Pavas is going past him inside of the car. Slow Poison stays alive, but Shelby's going to get fully eliminated. Is that the girls' team? No, it is not. Jan Besito. Not sure what team that player is on. We'll have to catch up with them in just a moment. Falcon dead outside of the zone. Jordy, the last player alive inside of team number 4 here. We'll hop on board with Dell, though. As they're safe for now. All 4 players alive, ready and kicking. Slow Poison. Last guy alive in his team. Just wants to stay alive for a little bit longer. They got 6 eliminations this time. They could go into the top 10 here if they stay alive for a little bit longer. Their generation of miracles, they're currently 10th place. Oh god, this is a bad spot for him to be in. Bobcat's still alive here as well. He's probably gonna get sniped outside of the map, not gonna lie. Plate comes through for... Oh, that's gonna be all she wrote. Oh no! Oh, see you later, Slow Poison. He did stay alive! What? Wait, did his teammate get back? No way. I can't even see. No, he had self-revive. I thought he revived his teammates back into the lobby, but it's not going to be the case. Bobcat's still alive, though, as he's trying to stay up for a little bit longer. This is a really nice divot for him to go on to. It's a shame they don't have any smokes to play with. But Pavas and Bobcat live to survive another day, and he comes down, it misses. Thank God that nade missed. It would have one-tapped both of them if it hit them, direct hit. That's COD Ninja's team coming from behind here, and that's a really, really bad roster to be in between another team with. Especially when you've got Hypno on the hill, along with Brandon using the Tempest. They're going to really want to just stay right where they are, even though the zone's going to push them out in just moments. Speaking of teams that you don't want to fight, it looks like Verconi has went down. This roster has 7 total eliminations, as Mellow Man did just drop to them. Like we said in the first game, this is my favorite to win today, and Redmond was my second favorite. I said it before game 1 started. So far, they're first and second inside of the qualifiers. The only qualifiers for the tournament of no classes. I must say, a no classes tournament experience is actually really nice to watch. Not seeing so much craziness and chaos go down. I feel like we should probably do this again. We should probably have a no classes tournament again, chat. It's a much more bare bones experience, but it's enjoyable to watch, to say the least. They've only lost 1 of their players, and they're close to the zone, so I'd say they're pretty good going into the late game. Stilia last alive for MW. They haven't had a good performance inside of the tournament so far either. As we're going to hop on board with Yugi and Dixblura. Dixblura goes down here. It's going to be last alive on Yugi. The knight needs to get revived. The revive comes through.
My station is currently unavailable.
And it's Dell right in front of them. I think Dell's going to be able to take them out. Nade comes down, and they needed the wall. Oh, dearie me. That's not going to be good. See you later, alligator. Volo's trying to get the kill. Doesn't land onto Yugi. He rotates into zone and gets in for now. I just seen Red Moon possibly get eliminated here. Not sure how many kills they got, but it wasn't that many. Yugi, we haven't seen much from this team before, but they do have 12 total kills, and I'm not familiar with them. Other than CJ. Lots of kills happening here. It looks like Yugi's just going to try and stay alive for as long as possible. We'll hop on board with a different roster. Let's hop on board with the fan favorites. NSG getting sniped through the wall. As Bobcat does go down, and they have been eliminated as well. Oh, dear. That's so unfortunate. NSG still in the house here. They've only got 1 kill to their name. Yugi still staying alive for now. As we hop on over to Gasparuski. These guys have 7. So Rina, one of my OG stream snipers from back in 2020, still playing the game to this day. Looks like they're exchanging loot here or just looking at cheeks from behind. Not too sure what Serena's up to. Probably just trying to stay alive as we look onto the zone. A very small zone, and they're not in the next one. A lot of action happened right there. There's only 22 people alive, but saying only as if that's not a large amount of people still up in this late game. COD Ninja and the team have taken off everyone from this house as they've spotted ENL Julio in front of them. 20 kills inside of game number 2. This is the highest kill performance at this stage of a game that we have seen so far. The highest kills total has been 23 at the end of the game. Julio gets shot through the wall. Shots go down, kill is confirmed, and the player is in the bathroom behind him. Decito. Trump goes down, COD Ninja gets killed. Oh my god. They got absolutely obliterated there all at the same time, and that's going to be all she wrote as the third party comes through. Here's a fourth party, though. AG Dagon with the fourth party DLQ Maywa Omega Mag. It's going to be from NSG as they rotated out of the building, and now they're over on another one. A very good third party from them. Team number 21. Somebody in chat asked me to watch them before. And they're doing a lot of work here at the end of this game. They're known as No Sleep Gaming. This is Flixie's roster. Flixie's played in these tournaments before. Also, big shout out to Brandon over on team number 3. These guys are Ashina Esports. They're from Turkey mostly. 14 kills on the board for them as well. A couple of Dark Horse teams still alive. It looks like a 3v3v2. Dell staying alive for a little bit longer. Pride and joy of Africa. He immigrated out of there. And I believe he now lives in Canada. Starting his life in Ghana. Both players for the roster still alive. It looks like these guys are underneath them. Brandon has the high ground here. Shots are going to go down. Lands a lot of them. Able to take one, but he's going to get knocked from the side. Brandon stays up, his teammate's gone, and it's all going to whiff, and that's going to be all she wrote for this roster. Shots going down. Can Dell do it? Can he do it, Dell? He's going to take it home! Ladies and gentlemen, let's go, Dell! Oh my gosh, did not see that one coming. Like I said, from Ghana, and he rotated out of that country and went straight over to Canada, able to take game number 2. That was beyond surprising. I did not think they were going to clutch that up. Well done to Dell for having the composure in the late game of game number 2 here. Still using the Hawk's Nest OG skin profile picture. 9 kills on the board with the first place finish is going to get them 24 points. Then in team 3 finished in second with 16 kills, and a second place finish will give them 26 points. Team 21 finishing in third place. I will say a little bit lackluster in kills. They could have got a lot more points there if they had more kills. But we got a lot of kills in there from team number 20. That's COD Ninja's team. They finished in 5th place. They got 22 kills. So they didn't beat the record of the roster that was in first place going into that game, known as Skibbity. Going further down the list, you may see teams that you know from previous games, like the team that was in the number 1 spot going into that game. They got 9 kills in the 7th place finish. I think they'll probably still be first place, as that's going to give them enough points to maintain that spot. They'll be in high 40 territory after that game, maybe even in 50 territory. I think they are on the verge of 50 points, if not just barely over it. Further down the list, Byron gets 2. Bund and the roster of 23 had good kills, but a bad placement performance. They're only going to be able to get 9 points as well for that game. They won't rush up the leaderboards after game number 2 at least. Berlin, Shelby, Cabal, and Slow Poison, the team from Africa, they got 6 eliminations total. As you go further down the list, you can see ETN, disappointing performance again from these guys. They are playing on phone from Indonesia. I'm sure they're on a high MS because this lobby's definitely centered either in Africa or Europe and Middle East currently for the ping. Go over to the details so it's easier for you guys to see the kill spread. Oh, I missed Pearl. Thanks for all the gifted members, Pearl. Appreciate you. Thanks very much, Pearl. And AB, thanks for the shiny air balloon, broski. Much love, man. Much love. Thanks very much for the shiny air balloon. And Carla again for the money gun, chat. Remember, this is the qualifiers, chat. This is the qualifiers. 4 Kings are in the finals already, along with teams that you have seen. The fan favorite names like Ackman, Lowtech, Slayer, Ican, and other rosters are already in the finals, which will be held tomorrow at the same time. However, the finals are going to be 7 games instead of 5. We do 5-game qualifiers, and then the finals is always a 7-game finisher. I'm sure there's a lot of players in the TikTok chat right now watching the stream that are playing in the finals, seeing just what the best strategies are to use. I actually seen Slayer and Low Texas roster, at least I seen Slayer streaming it on TikTok. They were practicing no class customs. I'm curious to see how it plays out in their favor going into the games tomorrow. Wait, did somebody say E. Gilmore's in the chat? Is E. Gilmore in here? Oh, he is. What's up, Gilmore? Long time no see, man. How have you been doing, broski? How have you been doing? What kind of tournament is this? It is a no classes event, Reaper. A no classes tournament. Why is the SMRS banned? Just because it's really overpowered when people don't have classes. We want things to be basic, pretty much based around skill for the most part for a no classes tournament, because that's what people wanted. They wanted a more bare bones tournament, more bare bones experience, and that's what we're going to give them. Maybe in future we'll do it again, and we'll unban absolutely everything. So it's a no classes tournament, but everything is unbanned in the future as well, like a no ban, no classes event. Quackman says SMRS is banned because Ferg has PTSD. That may be true. That actually may be true, ladies and gentlemen. He might be spitting facts right here. As we get into game number 3, Simp. This is game number 3. We just watched game number 2. We'll get the scoreboard updated for you guys as soon as it's ready. Holy Father's already in the finals, AJ. Yep, he already made it into the finals, broski. Hello, Stillnaps. How you doing, man? Welcome everyone to the stream. If you enjoy Battle Royale Esports, you pretty much know this is the home of it.
Time for the mission.
EMZ tournament. I've thought about it. I've thought about it for a while. I don't know if we would do it though. I would maybe take part in like an official COD Mobile DMZ tournament instead of us hosting our own. But yeah, there is 5 games, Eames. There's only 5 games for this. Tomorrow is 7 games. I think you're with Ackman, right? You got Ackman on your team, Eames, for tomorrow? It will be 7 games for you. So there's 5 games for these qualifiers and then 7 games for the finals. Every time we do a qualifier, it will always be 5 games, and it will always be 7 for finals. Finals, obviously, like I said before, usually lasts about 3 hours, and then the qualifiers probably just over 2 hours. Maybe like 2.5. Team Magic, I mean, he's there. Whoa, these guys are already fighting. Why did I miss that? Too busy talking, too busy yapping. It looks like COD Ninja's already lost 2 of his teammates. That is not good. I can't even see where they're at. Oh, it's Drance's roster. We've seen these guys do good in the first 2 games. They're definitely more of a aggressive approach team. They like to take the fights. And yes, Dan is taking down 1, but they're going to get shot from the side here. Striker is in play. They get up on the lift. Let me get out of here. I'm going to just watch them. Wait, COD Ninja rotated out of there? He's not taking the fight at all. He left. Yen's still alive. How did that happen? I thought for sure they would have fought that together as a team, but no. He left him. Hey, Urizen, thanks very much for the 2000 Nigerian Nero, broski. Thank you very much, man. Yen stays alive to fight another day. I want to go down and watch arguably the best team inside of these qualifiers. We got 4 kills straight off the bat here. Scouts go down on the super score. Not able to get the full kill or even a knock onto him. May have a shotgun in hand. Ooh. Doesn't time it right. Striker is in play here. They're all using the zip line. Oh my gosh, they really are going for the clips right here, chat. These are trying to aura farm, but Gasparuski's waiting for Simple Score up on top of Black Market. 5 total kills for the roster. As I've just been given the updated points for game number 2. We're going to hop on board with Fund and see where they're at. They don't have any eliminations so far, so let's check out NSG. As I update the scoreboard over on TikTok first. This is the qualifiers, chat. It is the qualifiers. 50 points total for the number 1 team. Being the same roster that I thought it would be from before, Skivity. We got 47 from Team T1. That is surprising. COD Ninja, you know what? I didn't think they would qualify. Because I'm not familiar with his teammates. I don't know his teammates at all. Team T1. He's got West COD, Pingo, and Sofisito. I only know COD Ninja from that team. That's USA and Venezuela teaming up. Like they are doing, I guess, right now in the geopolitical landscape of the world, chat. They're teaming up also in COD Mobile. We actually have multiple teams here from those 2 regions teaming up. Which is interesting to see. Let's hop on board with our Indian team.
Here we go.
No kills so far from them inside of this game. Chance decided he wants to go AFK. He's probably checking the stream to see where teams are. That's a classic move. Oh, Ninja last alive on his roster. Yan did go down. Did he get the tags? We can't tell just because of the bug. I'm going to assume he did, though. Get those tags. 7K. We haven't seen anything from these guys. And to be honest, I'm not surprised why we haven't been watching them because they have been dying very early. Fund has lost his Relax teammate. He got knocked. Oh, it's by NSG. Okay, I think we can take them down. I think they're good to take this roster, fully eliminate them down. They don't need to worry about too much here, right? Really not. As another team might third party them here from above. Oh, it's looking like a third party's definitely likely here. That's going to be Drance. We've seen a lot of third parties come through inside of these qualifiers so far, but they're not going to take it. As NSG iShade stays alive. That's Flixie's team. The fight should come through. They should know that there's only 1 player here. Nope. The fight is coming through. Strikers in hand here. That's gonna be all she wrote. See you later, iShade.
Enemy down. Enemy eliminated.
Bro thought he was iFerg or something. 2 kills on the board here for Bobcat and his teammates. As we're gonna go ahead and watch Yoshi Boy.
Here we go.
Ooh, I've never seen somebody use this skin in game before.
Engaging the enemy.
Oh wow, good accuracy there from Yoshi. 33 health left.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Very surprising. Movement's a little bit lackluster, but at least the accuracy's up there. I mean, if you have really, really good accuracy, you don't need as much movement to compensate for it. That could be all she wrote there now, though, for this team. They're getting chased down. Oh, terrible time to revive. Oh, dearie me. Bad communication here. And a bad performance. It was looking good for a little bit, but a third party's coming in here from above. Onto A1. Gasparuski and the boys could definitely oh my god, they're just so aggressive. They just know they're the best team in this side of this qualifier. Shots go down. Serena is going to take down Lazy Rise. More shots coming down here. Kilo in hand. Brutal gets knocked and eliminated instantly. Papacito's still alive for now, but he's going to rotate out of this situation as well. See you later, Alligator. He falls to V12. 1 player still alive, though. I don't know if they know where he's at. I think they let him get away. It looks like they did let him get out of there. Maybe let is a little bit of an exaggeration. They probably just didn't know he was there. As we're going to go ahead and watch team number 23. Is anyone around them? Doesn't look likely, so we'll hop on board with the Indian roster of team 17. They're not taking a fight either. MW, they haven't performed well at all this tournament. Thanks for the money, Gunny. Appreciate you, bro. Can you make them have diff color next game? No, it's a bug. I wish I could. Yeah, the team that used the SMRS lost all their points. They played a 0-point game. Which would have been team number 1. We're actually doing pretty good in this game. Game number 3. Can I update the scoreboard on YouTube as well? I did. Okay, we're good. I just couldn't remember if I did or not. Update it. Thanks again, Shiny Air Balloon. Or AB for the Shiny Air Balloon, bro. My bad, bro. You gave something else, but I don't know what it is. I didn't get to see it, but I appreciate you, man. Thank you. 5 kills on the board here. We'll hop onto another team, Redmond.
Airdrop.
These guys were second place and they fell down to 8th. Oh my god.
Engaging the enemy.
Shots go down. Easy pickings for Redmond right here. They got 3 elims so far inside of this game. They need a way better performance. As dropping from 2nd to 8th is diabolical. They will not be able to qualify through an 8th place finish. You need top 2 at least to get into the finals to play against the best teams in the world. So we're hoping they do a little bit better in game number 3 here. Hopping on board with Team Ferg fam. These guys are from my Discord. Made up of mods and active subscribers. 0 kills. I don't know if they have any kills in this qualifier at all, but I had to give them a spot, chat. You know how it is, chat. We got to get a Ferg fam team in here to represent. I think chat may know that I'm watching. Chat, do you know that I'm watching? No? Okay, I thought he stopped because he was going to emote or something. They have my stream on in the background. Why are you using Earth skin, bro? Why can you not use my skin? I know one of y'all at least have the Ferg skin, bro. Like, you can't use the Ferg fam name and not use a Ferg skin. At least one person, bro. Disrespectful, chat. Am I right? Disrespectful. Redmond still alive. Don't need to worry about too much. They do see the helicopter above them. And that looks like it could be Gasparuski. Actually, it could be COD Ninja, I think. I think it's COD Ninja, yeah. These guys are right behind them in the 2nd place spot with being known as T1. MW in a fight here against the last player from A1. It's Papacito. I don't think this is going to go their way. I really think that Gasparuski, Serena, and the boys are going to come in here and just dominate the pickings that are remaining from Vamp, Stelia, and Papacito. Shots go down, AK-117 in hand. Stelia not really able to say or do too much here. Almost cracked them, but not just yet. There we go. Shots go down, and it's a full team wipe for the roster of Skibbity. Team number 25. Papacito stayed alive, I believe. He did. He stayed up. He's still in this. I don't know how A1 has survived this absolutely God Squad qualifying roster. They have stayed up for a little bit longer. It looks like Ferg fam's in a fight. No, guys, come on, man. Guys, at least get a kill, man. What is this, chat? Yo, chat, I might have to enter my own Ferg fam team in these tournaments. I might have to create my own team, chat. Look at how big his freaking knife is. Using the EM2. Bro is a goofy goober.
A full-fledged.
What over to team 3? These guys are known as the Shina. They're from Turkey and Serbia. And they have been doing really well. They're currently 3rd, so they're not good enough to qualify yet. Yeah, as soon as you get knocked down, you know it's not safe. I agree. First Holy Father, he's in the finals. This is the qualifiers. It says qualifiers in the title for a reason. India's in a little bit of a fray here. Where's that Indian roster? There they are. Team number 17. Fighting over by Black Market still? Wow. That's surprising. As Redmond's in and around them as well. Top on with Redmond because they're closer to an action than the Indian team is.
Engaging the enemies.
They know they're over around there on the cliffs side, but I don't think they're going to take that fight. I think they might play a little bit slower than I was expecting. Hypno has been knocked from the side along with Atta. Brandon's still up, though. He doesn't have the Tempest by his side this time. Oh, dear. That's going to be all she wrote for the team. That's going to be able to take them down. And see you later, Alligator. They have been eliminated out of game number 3. They were doing so well. And now they're going to fall down the leaderboards rapidly after that performance. As we're going to go down and watch Fund here. They've got 9 kills as a unit. Outside the next zone, though. They need to make it in. Remember, there's no class ability, so that means that Medic is not allowed to be used. Along with things like Smoke Bomber to get yourself into the zone faster. Or get yourself into the zone healthily. Gasparuski gets another kill. It's going to be Friday getting eliminated now. These guys have 13 in game number 3. They were already first place after game 2 with 50 points. T1 was right behind them with 47. Sitting on the high ground here. Probably going to wait for the Indian team to rotate into the zone. Actually, they have zone. Yeah, they're going to need to be doing the rotating. They've got crazy high ground here. If a couple of them had a sniper, which they do. Riconi has a sniper. He spotted them. Does Serena have a sniper? No. Okay, so just for Coney with the sniper.
Airdrop incoming.
Seems like they're playing more passive. They see where the next zone is. They could rotate to that on foot or even steal the helicopter that's outside of the zone. For now, however, we're going to hop onto another team as I don't see these guys getting in action anytime soon. Team that is getting in action, however, is the mixed girls roster, which did lose all of their points earlier for using an SMRS. They were deductive of every point they had gained. Now they're back with a vengeance. It's only Lily left, as we see where Red Moon is currently. Oh, okay, they're on the other side of Black Market. They need to get into the next zone as well. They don't have an easy rotation in either. There is a team right across the way here, and it looks like Fallen was trying to see if there was a team going to rotate in. He is correct. They are over here. We haven't seen too much from that team either, so it could be a quick wipe if they decided to hold them, which doesn't look like they're gonna do. Gonna rotate in instead. That would be team 4 over the other side of the bridge. Yen Vincito getting another elimination, as I'm gonna check out what Berlin's up to. Cabal, Slow Poison, Shelby, and Berlin. They've had a little bit of an interesting couple of games. Nothing crazy. They're not in the top 10, which is surprising. I thought they would still be in 10th after game number 2. Remember, this is game 3 as Lily gets knocked outside of the zone. We do have a self-revive. I think that's probably... Oh! She was able to get Faker back, which is good. I see a lot of fights happening now, so we're going to hop on board with a team that is losing players. ENL has lost one of their players, going to be Goncito, and Julio is knocked also. They should be able to get the res onto Julio. Remember, nobody has smoke bombers, so nobody can see through any of the smokes.
Airdrop incoming.
11 kills here for ENL. This is a good performance from them. We haven't seen them too much inside of this qualifier thus far. I tell you who we have seen, this guy, Drance. We've seen Drance a lot. Shots are going to go down here. Doesn't land any of them simple, unfortunately. Trying to go for a pre-fire shotgun. Don't know what the play was there, if I'm going to be honest. Shots go down over onto his teammate. It looks like... Woo! Hope gets knocked. Finally, simply able to land shots. Yimbo does get knocked on the side, though. AIS. Still alive. Close range. They've spotted him right in front of them. Shots are going to go down. It's going to be a DLQ Omega Maywall mag from across the map from Drance. It could cause them a little bit of a casualty. Shot down. See you later, alligator. Knock and full kill comes through from Simple. 13 total eliminations this game from the team. These guys have been having a great game 3 performance, but they're going to get cut off here by multiple different rosters. Shots are going to go down right in front of them. This is a bad fight to take because they're outside the zone, and you're going to lose that hover bike. Oh, that was bad play. A bad play indeed. Luckily, Yimbo is back through the revive flight, and Goncito also came back through the revive flight, so they're staying alive. 7k do die outside of the zone, though, so that's going to be all she wrote for them. Berlin stays alive with his team. They've only lost one player, going to be Slow Poison, out of the game entirely. As we'll see what Drance is up to. This is Team 16. These guys have been a spoiler team for many different rosters at Spheres Esports. 19 eliminations this game. They could beat the record for no classes tournament. For outside of the zone, it does do quite a lot of damage here. They're taking about 3 a tick. They're barely going to get inside of it here. They might actually die to this other roster. Over on the right-hand side, Redmond's on their left as well, along with team number 25. Many of the top 10 teams are right beside them here. They need to pick an area that they can use for cover, and it looks like there's not cover anywhere inside of this zone, so they're in a tough spot. There's only 2 players left alive. They're going to go straight over to Berlin and Shelby. They shoot straight at them, and they have died. 19 kills and a 12th place finish for that team. They're going to go up the leaderboards, but I don't know how much. With no placement points, it's going to be difficult to push themselves up into the top 2. Oh, Tempest is being used here.
Enemy down.
We're now on board with team number 23. Bobcat's able to take down one on the 9th. Nice little tap fire there across the map with the AK-117. Let's check out the guy who's on the high ground. It's going to be fun. We've said this about him before. He's a great sniper, but can he be a great sniper right now? Redmoon is behind them. Shot goes down, not able to land it. Gasparussi's getting a kill onto Lily as well at the same time across the zone. 12 eliminations so far for this team. Still not able to land a shot. So we're going to hop on board to Gasparussi, able to take down Pinita fully. But they've rotated into this zone with 17 total eliminations. Berlin somehow killed somebody with a knife. I don't know how that came to be, Berlin, but shout out to you, broski. 8 eliminations. They're going to go into the zone, and they have a clear path into the top right hand or left hand corner of that zone. If they just run in here, they'll be able to get in. Yimbo stays alive for his team also, taking some shots onto NSG. If I was him, I would be playing for placement instead of trying to take a fight against anyone. Look at that divot he has here on the edge of the zone. This is a great spot for him to be at. He does have to rotate outside, though, because there is a team right in front of him here. He's just spotted them. This is bad. It's a tough rotation for him. He's going to get targeted here. This car's going to take a lot of damage. He's outside of the zone. They all start firing him at the same time, and there's a team right beside him again. It's one player right above him. They landed the shots onto this guy. He's got an EM2 to make up the work. Tempest comes through. Can he do it? Yes, he does. The Tempest helps him out right there, but he's probably going to die right now. As the zone's still going through, the car has no health. He's going to die right there. Racconi also goes down, leaving Serena and Gasparuski. Gasparuski's been knocked as well, so it's all down to Serena. He's in between many different teams here. He has a Nova Gas to play with, but no smokes. Cluster nade comes down. Nova Gas needs to be used. He's trying to stay alive for a little bit longer here to guarantee himself as many points as possible. They do have 18 kills as a team, and they're in 6th place. These guys are currently number 1 inside of the leaderboard. After game number 2, this is game 3. It's Berlin Shelby Cabal right in front of him. He's just trying to stay alive. He doesn't want anyone to know where he's at. And an Annihilator has been used behind. It's going to be Ducks from Redmonds. Nice play from Serena. Not trying to make himself be known by any of the rosters right in front of him. There's multiple teams around him, and the Redmond roster with the Ducks knows exactly where he's at. Redmond, I would argue, have some of the best positioning inside of this zone. They have a rotation that is good because of the divot right here, along with the tree to get themselves over around to where Serena is. The only problem is, Underlax, Pivas, and Bobcat have 4 players alive with snowboards, and arguably a ton of loot. So I'm actually going to go ahead and watch them, as I think they're going to be the winners of this game. Game number 3. Not only do they have 4 players alive, but they also have best positioning. Bobcat's going to be able to take down offline. Nades are coming through across the zone, but they're going to get shot from the side here. Babas able to take down NSG with his teammate Relax. 1 player left. It's going to be IG, and he's going to fall as well. And that's going to leave a 4-man team situation as Fun took down a player from across the map. Cabal's last on the roster. That's going to be all she wrote. See you later. And like I said, they're taking game number 3 in a dominant fashion with 22 kills and a win. They're going to guarantee themselves 37 points off a 1-game performance, chat. So that's very well done to them. Inside of the only qualifier for the No Classes tournament. As we'll get the scoreboard up on our screen right now and see where everyone else did place inside of game number 3. There's only 2 more games left to go, ladies and gentlemen. Only 2 more games left. 22 kills, first place. 11 kills in second place. Not bad from Berlin and the boys there. 11 kills in a second place performance. Not bad at all. Berlin was able to get 6 eliminations total, so good job to him. Team 2 being Redmond. They got 8 kills with a 3rd place finish. Not bad. NSG, again, not enough kills to really guarantee themselves a spot in the finals. Team 25, my favorite to win it all today. They were able to get 19 kills in a 5th place. They're going to get a ton of points as well. They'll probably still stay in the number 1 spot, if I had to guess. Going down the list, not sure where COD Ninja's at. He finished in 9th place. They got a lot of kills there again, at least got a lot of kills. 8 total for him, and then 10 as a team. That's going to give them, what, 12 points? Which really isn't that much for a game performance. That's going to bring them up to about 59 total. So they're going to be neck and neck with a couple of different teams here. ENL even had that good game up until they died early. They got a lot of kills there. A1 got a couple of kills as well. As we go further down the list, even the girls had 7 total eliminations. Drance's team, unfortunately, Team 16 died early with a lot of frags as well, chat. So a lot of good teams died really early, not getting any placement points whatsoever. As we go down to the bottom of the scoreboard, you can see Itachi, Super, Dell went from winning the game before this to basically coming last place with 1 kill in the game after for game number 3. Holy chat. We're still hosting the qualifier, even though I'm sick, my little scrumdiddlyumptious says. Yes, it is. It's the qualifier. Only 2 of these teams get to go into the finals tomorrow, chat. 2 of these teams get to go into the finals tomorrow. Thanks to everyone who's following, like Sapia on the stream. Appreciate you guys. Just the top 2. It is the teams that are written in gold are qualifying. That's how we distinguish the teams that qualify into the finals tomorrow. If their writing is in gold, it means they are qualifying in their current position. That's the same for all tournaments, all previous and future and current tournaments. That's the way we operate it on the screen. Indeed, man, Dan. Indeed. Whereas 4K, they are in the finals already. I see a lot of people saying that on TikTok. You guys don't need to worry about them. They're already in the finals. Thank God I didn't have to play today, chat. I would have been so sick, bro. I'm going to need to take a lovely big rest, chat. Lovely big rest after this stream. Might go get some, like, vitamin C. I'm going to need to eat a lot of fruits, chat. What are we saying? Oranges. Some citrus in that bad boy. Where's Slayer and Lotex? They are in the finals. In the finals. Paige, I think you're just making excuses, unfortunately. What's the room code? You can't get the room code. If you want to actually join any of these tournaments, chat, you're more than welcome to join our Discord, discord.gg/fergfam. If you just type in fergfam into Discord, it should join you into the server. And then we do announcements in there for people who want to join. We also host a lot of giveaways inside of the fergfam Discord server as well. So if you want to join that, you're more than welcome to do so. More than welcome to do so, Brisky. Where's Zachman? He's also already in the finals. Also already in the finals, chat. It makes me curious, like, what's it going to be like? I thought there was going to be more SO14. But like I said, when I'm playing, I feel like a lot of people are not using it because it runs out of ammo too quick. So if you were able to carry more sniper ammo, maybe more people would use it. But because it runs out so fast, people aren't really using it as their weapon of choice. They'd rather just use a bolty instead because the bolty does more damage. And if you have 2 bolts on your team, you can kill somebody instantly. The Discord's FergFam. F-E-R-G-F-A-M. F-E-R-G-F-A-M as we get ready to go into team or game number 4, chat. Not sure where Team Mia is, bro. That's player 1, Tricks, Heaps, and Kuza. I expected a little bit more from them, guys, considering that their V12 teammate is actually popping off with another roster currently, but the actual V12 team itself are not doing really too good. V12 Say HS is the guy that's playing well with his team. Team 25 I'm talking about, they are a really, really good roster. They're the team that I shone the light on the most when we got into this. And then, of course, Red Moon. We're going to get the scoreboard updated as fast as possible, chat. And we're going to get into game number 4. This will be the second last game. And you dance like Qualifier. No, probably not. Definitely not right now since I'm sick. I'll try, but not right now. All right, we got the game 3 results already. Good job to the team of the Intangibles. That's the name that we give all of our admins here. And I'm going to update for that scoreboard for you guys really quick. I'm not surprised with the current results, to be honest. Like I said, the teams that I thought would do really well are doing well. The only surprising one I would say is Vitality. I didn't see those guys popping off as much as they are.
Welcome
and
to
they're
Battle
currently
Royale.
second
The
place.
match is about to start.
Vitality is a team that I don't really know too much about that team name. I'm actually going to check real quick. Oh, never mind. I do know them. Never mind. Nah, I was confusing them with a different roster. It's our boys Fund. Relax. Vivas. These guys are goated, so I'm not surprised that they're up there. It's disappointing to see Redmond drop so far, but if they don't got it on the day, they don't got it on the day, chat. This is our second last game, our 4th game of the qualifiers. Remember, there's only 5 games. And right now, only one of my picks have qualified into the finals, being Skibbity. They're currently 1st place. My other pick is right now in 6th. So not looking too good for Redmond, but at least Skibbity's up on top.
Here we go.
All right. They haven't jumped out of the flight path just yet. It's hard without Parachu. Oh, I see. Is he not here, bro? Yeah, Protector. The SMRS is banned, brother. The SMRS is banned. We had to take points off teams because they used it in the first game. Team number 25 falling into the map finally. It looks like players are already in a fight, though. Over by Dormitory. Shots going down right here. Decker. That's a player from the mixed girls roster. Lily's also been spotted here by CJNG. There's a couple of people named the same CJNG here. A couple of people with the same name. Gonna hop over to Vitality now.
Here we go.
Nobody's around them over by Overgrown. This was Holy Father's favorite spot with his team back in the day when they used to play with Tokyo and the boys. back in 2024. A lot has changed since then, chat. It feels like a lot has changed, but some things are so similar to what they were. Marconi's able to take down Shigio.
The enemy.
The first kill, confirming the second kill, and the third. All the way down. It seems like Super are also in a fight here over on the side of them too. We'll hop on with them. There's only 3 players in the roster though. Oh, this is Berlin's team. Interesting landing from them. I don't know about this play. Val's able to take down one. Super Lag still alive for now, but Apex last in there. He's gonna die as well. Super Lag remaining by himself. The third party comes in though from the best team in the qualifiers. Gasparushki takes down Cabal. Berlin has been spotted from across the map with Sorina seeing them. Shelby, one of the last players up as well. Berlin's going to try and rotate out of that situation as fast as he possibly can. Because if he dies right here, his team will get eliminated. It's only him and Shelby alive. They don't have any smokes, and it looks like a car's going to get used from this team. They're going to hunt them down. Yes, they are. That's exactly what they're doing. They're hunting them down. Trying to find out where they are. Looks like they went into the water here. Berlin's in the water. He hasn't been spotted. They're going to rotate right alongside. Oh, they've seen him. And see you later, alligator. Goodbye, Berlin. His teammate's still alive, but they may think that that full team's eliminated because he did get insta-killed in the water, when in fact that's not the case. The full team hasn't been eliminated because they still have one more player, being Shelby, left in the roster. But they don't know that because he was instantly eliminated. They'll live to fight another day. A team that doesn't look like they're going to be fighting another day, though, is Yen Visito, as they've died very early games twice in a row, this time again against Drance's roster.
The safe zone is collapsing.
Have you got the tags? I don't think so. That's what they're going for right now. Trying to get COD Ninja and his team back into the zone. These guys had a couple of good games, but they've fallen off a little bit. Berlin's team are currently 7th. They are called Generation of Miracles. Uh-oh. He may die here. There is a player close to him. He needs to get these tags back. Able to get 1, able to get 2. Scanning them back at the same time. He just needs to stay alive for a little bit longer here.
Dog tags have been scanned successfully.
They've been scanned. I'd get out of that situation if I were him and make the least amount of noise possible. He's good for now. Dell, they died earlier, very early last game, and they won game 2. A lot of teams still opting to use the FHJ. I'm surprised by that. It doesn't really do that much damage. But they're just using it to destroy cars.
Here we go.
Redmond with 4 starting this game. Instant 4 kills.
Airdrop incoming.
That's good from the broskies. Not a lot of fights anymore. It looks like early game fights have stopped. Less teams going for the fights. Yen did just get eliminated there, however. As we'll find out this other fight is at. Offline, where are you at? You've been revived. Knight is still down in downtown. It's his team in these fights. Can scan his dog tag to get him back into the game too. Zip lining up. Bot's one of the players, but the fight doesn't come through just yet. Oh my god, surely he can see all those footsteps. Oh my god, it's over. There's no way he gets out of this situation. Yep, see you later, alligator. Knight is eliminated. That's team number 12 able to take him down. Shelby is still alive. Berlin does get knocked again by the same roster that knocked him before. I don't know if I would take that fight, Shelby, because they could just use that car and get across the zone real quick using the bridge and then just kill you. He doesn't have anywhere he can rotate to either because he has no transport available to him. Unfortunate. The girls' team still have all 4 of their team alive. I'm going to go ahead and see what Vitality are up to here, chat. No kills. They're playing more passive. As they know they are in 2nd place. They only have 3 points ahead of 2nd, or ahead of 3rd place, which is COD Ninja's team. So I'm sure COD Ninja know, and they're probably fearful about their progress into the finals.
Fire sale will start in 1 minute.
Let's hop down again. We'll watch a different team. Uh-oh, Team 12 in a fight again. It's not looking good this time, though. They've lost 2 other players already. I Love M and Bad Shas still alive. It's MW, which is actually a good team. They've had a really bad day, though. Super score also falls there as well. That should be a free kill. Wow, that almost turned in Bad Shah's way. Surprisingly. 7 elims here for Team 25. 4K have already qualified. First case.
Airdrop has been delivered.
7 elims are going to put them up nicely to go into game number 5. That means they're currently at 80 points total. If they can get up to 100, they've pretty much guaranteed their spot into the finals.
Heads up, soldier.
Fire sale, we might be able to see them get some loot. They don't even need a loadout drop because there's one right in front of them. Team 19 getting their teammates back. What is that bug? See you later. The Indian roster is still alive as well, but they're outside of the zone. Not sure what they're going to be up to here. MW with a couple of kills right there. Probably a wipe as well. They'll be looking good going into this next zone. Let's see where it's at. Okay. Fairly spread around here. Some teams are fighting. We'll hop on and see where they're at. CJN is one of the players. Oh, that's a cluster nade. Like I said at the start of today's stream, clusters are very popular considering there's no class abilities able to be used as they're all banned. UG's been knocked by Dagon. Let's go down. Easy knock on board to him. See you later. A third party could come in here. Who is it? The third party lands. It's probably Serena. No, it's not Serena. It's Vitality.
Dog tags have been scanned successfully.
This is what they needed to do if they wanted to stand a chance of qualifying. Vitality relax. Spotted one of them. Shooting through the wall. Let's go down again. There we are. Explorer gets eliminated completely, but Fund has died up above. Knock has been committed to. And unfortunately, because he committed to getting the full kill onto Fund's knock, he was eliminated. Only 3 full kills for this team. They had a slow start. This is the mid game now. There's only 54 people left, so there's a lot more action in the early game of this game as opposed to the first couple of games that we watched earlier. Thanks everyone for following and subscribing, chat. Appreciate you. Lotex is in the finals. Yep, Lotex is in the finals. Oh, they've been spotted from across the map, I believe. Is that over by Black Market? Who is it? Whoa. Team number 25. Arguably the best team in the qualifier. Bar none. Oh, they've actually absolutely obliterated that helicopter, and now this team has decided to land on MW here. They're going to get a knock instantly onto Winter Jr. Unfortunately, Jackals are banned in this, so he cannot use them. If he really was Winter Jr. We'll hop on over and see if they're going to push for this. It looks like they are. They're going hyper-aggressive here. Rokoni's behind him. Yes, Baruski's also here. So Rinna's up front with Say Ed S. They've spotted the mixed girls team along with MW right in front of them. It looks like the mixed girls team is more so further back on the hill, though. Let's see what MW are up to here. Oh, Benita. That's not good. They were able to take down one. Full kill doesn't come through, but a knock has been achieved. Now the third party's coming through here from the best team inside of the qualifiers. Knock come down. Landing a couple of them, but not enough for a knock or a crack. Probably gonna go on the roof. Yes, he does. Ooh, Serena takes down only Knight. There we go. More shots land, but that's going to be all she wrote for Vampy. And as assumed, this team playing hyper-aggressive is really helping them stack up the points. Let's go down again onto the helicopter. They could explode this if they all shoot it at the same time. Not able to do so, though. Fallen has fallen again from Redmond. More players have been spotted in here. They know that they're in and around it. You just don't know exactly where they are. They know that they're camping somewhere in here. Shots here earlier. Speaking of shots, they're going down. Bruno, where are you at? Don't see anyone. Casper sees able to take down one, and there comes the next. Oh my god! Whoa! Whoa! That did not go down like I expected it to. They've lost 3 of their players instantly there. 2 super camping along with the girls team? What? Wow, MW, the mixed girls team, and super all pushed that with team number 25 being skimmity at the same time. Serena Very weak here. Almost cracked.
Dog tags have
Scan
been
some
scanned
dog tags.
successfully.
Needs to scan some
Teammates
plates on his
return to the battle when the
body.
next revive flight arrives.
10 kills total. Only able to get back one of his teammates. It's going to be Gasparuski coming back here. That was a bad situation for them to be in. Hey, Snack. Waiting for his teammate to get revived, so if he gets knocked, they don't get eliminated. Remember, this is the qualifiers, chat. The finals tomorrow. We're trying to let in qualification teams to all of our tournaments this season. Especially as we introduce our new MVP award going forward.
Airdrop incoming.
Really gets back Gasparuski, but the other teammate is far away. Super score is on top as well. This is a bad situation for Gasparuski to be in. He's going to get knocked instantly. Don't know if that was the play, but unfortunately the third party comes through here by Yoshi. Not able to do anything either. Does he get into back any of his tags? Oh, dearie me. That was a terrible play. But I say so myself, a lot of action happening here. Serena is deciding when he wants to go and get those other tags. This will be his last chance. Shots go down. Might get turned on. Doesn't get turned on, luckily for him. He is able to land a couple of more shots here. Able to get one of the tags, surely. Possibly two of the tags here. This will probably be the last revive flight. He needs to scan these. How many did he get? He needs to get out of there
Dog
too.
tags have been scanned
Serena
successfully.
stays alive for a little bit longer. Spots one of them, able to get that kill on the super score. Steals it from another team. 12 eliminations here. Serena clutched up for the boys. I've said this and mentioned it twice before inside of this tournament qualifiers. But Serena was one of the most annoying stream snipers I had back in 2020. And if he tries to deny it, he's lying. Because he was in every single one of my streams. Back when I used to play BR in the OG days. Stays alive for a little bit longer. Can he get his whole team back in this? If he gets his whole team back, they could win the game fairly easily. I say easily like they're not going against absolutely shredding opponents. But with Serena clutching up like that, I'm sure they've got a lot of momentum and also motivation to make it happen. There we go. All four of the players are back in action, getting loot. There is a player rotating up to them right now, though. Serena is able to take them down. Only Nike is eliminated. 14 kills, and Serena is a one-man carry. This 14 elimination team game, and 7 of those kills are on his back.
The safe zone is collapsing.
Let's hop on and see what Gasparuski's doing here as he's in and around Super. Apex falls, but there's another teammate from Super behind them. It looks like Serena's holding down the high ground here from a different team. It's going to be Vitality. Vitality's right in front of them. This is the second place team now that they're fighting. Smokes go down. A pay to lose smoke turns into a pay to win one here, ladies and gentlemen, if they did revert how bad it was. They need to make a massive play here. They've got the low ground. Definitely not an advantage. I think that the actual Vitality team has decided they want to rotate. Wait, that wasn't I thought that was a Vitality roster. Oh, it's T1! It's T1! Oh my gosh. That might be just as bad. It's the top 3 teams right beside each other. So currently T1's on that hill. Then they've got Vitality over to the right. And in the middle of this zone area, we've got the number 1 team. So number 1, 2, and 3 are right beside each other here, ladies and gentlemen. They're rotating into the zone. I'm going to hop on board with the boys from Vitality, though. Okay, they've rotated away, so now they're no longer watching the rotation from the number 1 team. So they may be able to get into the zone here. However, I want to see what COD Ninja's team are doing. Oh, they're helicoptering. And it looks like they are going to get pounced on by that roster. It's going to be Vitality versus T1, surely. If not, they're going to have to fight Branson Hope anyway. So there's a match up coming here regardless. The right side of the zone. Lots of different teams here. This was a bad rotation from this roster. A really bad rotation. They're in the middle of too much of the open zone. They don't have any cover. Plus, we have no class abilities enabled, which means that they have an even harder time rotating into the zone. There we go. Tempest is being used as well from Fun from behind, along with the Maywalt Omega Mag. And that's going to be all she wrote for this team. I really feel like they flunked right there in the rotation. That's what ended up killing them. Terrible rotation into the zone. Tafito is left alive on the roster. And they were actually able to take down... Oh, that would have been bad if they took down 3 players there by themselves. Oh my god, that would have been generational. Unfortunately, they're going to fall. And it looks like team number 23 lived to fight another day. Just based off a bad rotation. Billy Gamer gets killed from Serena. Yet again, 17 kills and eliminations on the board of this roster. A big clutch from Serena was able to get them back into the lobby, and now they stand a chance of winning this game. If they win this game, they will definitely qualify, surely. Unless they get literally 0 points in Game 5. Let's hop on and see what Dux is up to, because they only have Zilla alive. They're eliminated as well. But what's going on with Berlin's roster? I've seen Berlin get knocked and eliminated, but his teammates are still alive. Shots are going to go down here. Cabal's going to get knocked, and it looks like NSG are rotating in from the side here. And it's going to be all down to Shelby. They're not going to be really able to do anything here. And they are eliminated, chat. There we are. Full team wipe onto Team 11. That's generational miracles. They haven't been doing too bad. To be honest, they were 7th place going into this, so they are definitely getting better. Shout out to Berlin. Well, nobody else around them so far, so they're good to go. Fund is chilling. They have all 4 players alive as well. That's team 23.
Buy station is unavailable.
Known as Vitality. Shots going down from the side here. Oh dear, they've lost all of their players except for one. ENL were camping in that house. They pushed in and they all got shotgunned. That was terrible to see. Gasparuski also gets knocked and eliminated here from Super Lag. So the number 1 team have finally gotten taken out of game number 4. They still had a really good performance. I think they're going to go up to, in points, I would say, at least 92. I think they got 92 points total as Super Lag dies outside the zone as well. Now that leaves all of the teams that are in contention here to actually qualify in at that 2nd place. Because we know that Gasparuski and team number 25 are so far ahead that they should guarantee themselves a 2nd or a 1st place qualification. But with teams like Vitality right behind them after this game, who knows if that's going to be the case. Vitality have all 4 of their teammates alive, plus they have zone and the only building in zone, which is crazy. I don't see these other guys. Where is COD Ninja's team? They've been eliminated. COD Ninja's team have been eliminated. That's T1. They were 3rd place, which is bad. They're gonna lose that gap that they had before. They were only 3 points behind, and now the gap is gonna be basically extended against them. There's another good team that we've seen a lot from today. Team number 3 are still alive.
Down to the last 5 teams.
Uh-oh. They're known as the Shinna. Brandon gets knocked from multiple different teams here. Shots go down. NSG trying to play dirty here. Not going to happen. I think this is going to go in the way of the team that I expected it to. Team number 23, Bobcat, does get knocked, though, so it definitely could get a little bit sketchy here towards the end. Never mind. Shots go down. Not able to do anything, and now Pavas is able to get the revive onto Bobcat. Fun takes down one, Relax takes down the other. There's a team rotating in towards the side here. It's going to be NSG. Only 10 players left alive. A team right beside them is going to wreak a little bit of havoc. Luckily, Si Jing is there to get a kill, and that's going to be all she wrote for NSG as Pavas gets the last one onto Katara. Now they're going for the high ground here, so there's still 3 teams left alive. Bad Chat has been spotted over on that left-hand side. Easy pickings for Pavas. And now it's a 4v3 situation with the zone in high ground going in favor of Vitality. These guys with their 16 elimination and 1st place performance. Surely it comes through. There's only 1 left. There it is. 19 kills and 1st place is going to skyrocket them up that leaderboard. And they're going to be right on the tail of the team that is currently number 1, being Skibbity. Well done to them in that 4th game. Next game will be the final for the qualifiers. Remember, there is only 1 qualification day inside of this tournament, chat. Tomorrow is the finals. Tomorrow is the finals. I know a lot of you guys have been wanting me to have qualifications for the community to be able to enter into for players that are more unknown, comparatively speaking, to the players that we are used to seeing in the events. So here we are, chat. We're bringing it back. We've done it before with all of the regional events that we hosted last year and the regional qualifiers, and now we're doing it again. All right. You can see the list right here. Pavas got 11 kills. That might be the most I've seen from any singular player today so far. So we pull up the scoreboard. There you go. You can see the team that was in the lead finished in 8th place with 17 kills, which would have given them about 19 points. I think I calculated them to have like about, 91 points before. I think they get around that, so they should be at 91 total points. But if we look at vitality, they finished first with 19 kills, which is going to give them 34 points, which is actually going to put them ahead and put them into the #1 spot, I believe. 15, yeah, that is exactly. Okay, chat, quick math, chat. You know, I'm 96 total points. They're going to go into the lead and take over Skibbity Poppy, which means that T1 is lagging a little bit further behind here. They're going to have to hope that these guys buy out early inside of game number 5, which is our final game. Remember, we are going to be doing qualifiers for multiple tournaments this year, so if you want to compete in them, you're more than welcome to do so. Just join our Ferg Fan Discord server. Thanks, everyone, for following. Appreciate you guys. We're going to get ready for the 5th and final game as we tally up the scores and see where everyone is sitting. Yep, the finals will be hosted tomorrow. It will feature all of your favorite players. The 4K rosters, your favorite European players, your favorite Middle Eastern players. I'm not sure if a Bullboz and ICANN will be able to play tomorrow, just because their internet is so bad right now. They're suffering with countrywide blackouts. You guys know there's some politics at play there, so I'm not sure if they will play tomorrow with Slayer and Lotex, or if Slayer and Lotex will have a different team tomorrow. I actually don't know. Lotex was in the chat earlier. That would be a hard, difficult situation to deal with, changing your teammates last second. I don't even know who they would pick up. I have absolutely no idea who they would pick up if they had to change their teams around. Hey, Christina, how you doing? Who wants a COD M account? I don't know about that. We might need to time him out, chat. You know what I'm saying? Is the other game team there tomorrow? What do you mean, Civil? Oh, yeah, the teams that qualify from here, Civil, will be in the finals tomorrow. The teams that qualify in first and second place will be in the finals tomorrow, bro. Okay? Also, thanks to Gemini. I didn't see your donation earlier, bro, but thank you, man. Gemini, Valak, Eames, and Estella. Is it Estella? Can you tell me how to pronounce your name? Is it Estella? Estella? I feel like it's Estella. It's like a vampire name. I feel like people who are vampires are called Estella. Lotex will pick me up, but not as a teammate, as a bait. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Mandan, do you have any information on that? If Lotex and Slayer are playing with those guys, or if they are going to play with somebody else because of the internet connection? Hey, Barbie. And we're getting the scores updated for you guys as soon as possible, by the way, chat. When was this tournament announced? I think we put the, let me see.
Time for the mission. Get ready.
We put the post up about it about 5 days ago. But I haven't been streaming because I've been sick, so that's probably why you haven't heard up until now, which is why we're doing the qualifiers as well, so that more people hear about the event. And more teams may get in. I see, man, I see. Rebar's team chat, you guys know Rebar, he might not be able to play it all as well tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see if something can be done about them. Yeah, no, we announced it like 5 days ago, this tournament. It was a very tight turnaround, chat, because I was obviously in bed, sick. But here we are. It's going to happen tomorrow. The finals are going to happen tomorrow. And then, as soon as the finals happen for that, oh, Namish, I haven't seen you in freaking ages. Since we're in the qualifiers right now, I'm going to let you into this, chat. There will be another tournament this month at the very end of the month. And we're still deciding what way we want the tournament to be for that particular event. But I'm thinking maybe it could be like an automatic revive flight tournament. That would be absolutely insane. The only problem is we would need to revert or at least change our MVP calculator. It would definitely skew it a little bit, so we may not do that. It may be a different style of tournament. About to go down. See you later, Ducks. That's going to be another player from Red Moon being eliminated. Oh. But if you have, honestly, chat, if you have any ideas for a tournament you would want to see where there's like some quirky feature to it, you can let me know in the chat right now while we're still in early game, and I'll read the chat. Or even in the mid game chat when there's not a lot going on. Feel free to put it in so that I can read it. If you have any like cool quirky way of doing a tournament that you would like to see Gonzito's able to take down VAR, that leaves Fallen as the last alive. I'm gonna go ahead and get the scoreboard for you guys right now after game number 4. There we go. YouTube is updated, and now for TikTok, I'm gonna update you guys as well.
Dog tags have been scanned successfully.
He does get
Your
some
teammate will return to
dog
the
tags
battle
back,
when
which
the
is
next
good.
revive flight arrives.
There we go. A 1v1 tournament? Nah. Snipers only BR event? Interesting. We could do like pump guns. So sniper shotgun. Guns that are only pumps. Team 25 out already? Really? Oh my god. Oh my god, Keelan. Yo, shout out to you for catching that. They died instantly with no points. Which means a team could catch them. They only have 92 points. Oh my god, my favorite team might not qualify into the finals. They had one job, chat. They had one job, chat. You gotta be kidding me, bro.
Scanned successfully.
And now ENL are getting a bunch of kills. ENL are behind them. They are 26 points behind. But they already have 6 kills, so now they're only 20 points behind. No way my favorite teams don't qualify, bro. An African tournament? I did an African tournament last year. What about a no revive tournament? Madman, is it possible? Is a no revive tournament possible? Like, can we turn that off in the settings? A no revive tournament would actually be crazy. Like the OG Battle Royale, where like you couldn't revive or anything. It is possible. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I'm into that. I'm into a no revive tournament. Berlin got wiped. Unfortunate. A lot of teams getting wiped early game here. Shout out to Berlin for playing though. He's been getting a lot better at competitive esports. I hope he keeps trying. These guys have rotated out of this position. They've got 8 eliminations. They must know, chat. They must know they could qualify right here. I didn't think they were going to be able to do it. Let me see their team. It's team number 10. ENL. These guys are actually from Venezuela and the United States. Like I mentioned before, Venezuela and the United States can team up, and they're teaming up right here, chat. They're teaming up right here. Yeah, low tech, that would be a crazy one, right? Like no revives. It would mean that every death would mean so much. I'd rather watch a no revives tournament than a auto revive tournament. I think it would be much funner. Because auto revive, I feel like it just loses the level of skill, and there's just too many people late game. That's the only thing I don't like about auto revives. There's just not as much strategy involved. Everyone just runs around and rushes. They're like not worried about anything. Shots go down. Meloman gets knocked, full eliminated. Can another one go down though? Yan Visito. They need to do something big here in this game 5 performance. Lowtex, we were talking before you came back about, are you playing with a bull boss and can right now? Like, have they confirmed to you that their internet is okay? Shots go down. Yan Visito has been performing really well today. Have they told you about their internet and connection issues? Their entire country is dealing with this like blackout. Low tech. I was wondering if you have like subs for your team. You might need to get subs. They didn't respond yet. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, they told you. Okay, okay. Do you have any idea who you would sub out for those guys? Oh, Stallion's been spotted. Oh, this is so unfortunate. Gets 1, gets 2. No! No, you should have run, Yan Visito. You should have run. No. If they ran away, they could have got all 3, chat. That would have been a clip. Unfortunate. Situation is what it is, I guess. Vitality with 9 kills. I'm pretty sure they've qualified now. Yep, absolutely. Vitality have definitely made it into the finals. Chat's like, Lowtex, I'm here. Put me in, bro. No subs? Oh my god. Hey, yo, don't worry, man. I'll come in. I'll come in. I bench 110 kilograms, Lowtex. You need me. You need me, bro. I don't need you, bro. Okay? You need me on that team, bruh. Alright? Listen. Put me in, bruh. I'll cast and play. Listen, if I can cast and play, we'll know where everyone is. You know what I'm saying? We'll know where everyone is, bro. That's what I'm saying, chat. Well, I'll have the wall hacks enabled. We'll know where everyone in the tournament is located. Oh! Vitality spotted a team right here. They're gonna go for this third party on the high ground. Shots are going down instantly. Third party is enabled, chatting Tom. Shots go in. Easy pickings, Roger. Oh my god. It's a massacre, bruh. Oh, dearie me. Bobcat able to take down the last player from the roster. I think there's one more player skirting around there, but I don't know what team he was a part of. That brings about the 14 total eliminations. If I was Skibbity, I'd want Vitality to get as many kills as possible, because it means there's less kills for teams like ENL to get, which could possibly pass them. ENL still sitting on 10 total eliminations. These guys are now only 16 points behind the number 2 qualifying team.
Airdrop has been delivered.
They're all gonna stream snipe. You have a bounty? Bro, I feel like if I played... I don't think people would stream snipe us if I played. In the finals. I don't think people would go for us.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Because I'm playing. Back in the day, yeah. Like back in like 2019 to 2021, everyone would land on my ass. But now, I think if I was in a team, nobody would come for me. I think they'd just play for the money. Because like, bro, back in 2019, 2020 chat, people started careers off stream sniping me. Like, Miney started his career off stream sniping me. Odinwire started his career off clipping and stream sniping me. Who else did it? Man, what were other, like, big names back in the day that were going against me? They like, killed me, or they were in my match, and they started their career by stream sniping me. There was a... Oh, man, who... Oh, chat. Ziz. Nah, Ziz didn't start his... This is way back. This only worked in, like, 2019. 2019, 2020 era.
Tank has been delivered.
Oh, low tech stream snipe, but he was not big. Well, he was... Oh, nah, Godsley I played against, but he didn't... I don't think he sniped me. See him with Bobby I played against. Bobby's, like, most viewed videos is him playing against me, but he wasn't a stream sniper. Oh. COD Ninja's right beside him. This is a big kill for COD Ninjas if he's able to get it. Ooh, ENL. This is bad. They're actually fighting the other team that is contending for that second qualification spot, being COD Ninja's team. Holy Father's in finals, brother.
The safe zone is collapsing.
Come back to Modern Warfare 2. Holy. I don't have time to play Modern Warfare 2 anymore, bro. You must have seen my comment on some profile, huh? Oh dear, Yimbo, that's not good. You're dead. Oh, he didn't even get his teammates reviving. It's all down to Julio now. He's outside the zone. How much is it hitting for? 81 right now. It's hitting for like 1 apiece. That's bad. These guys have 10 kills. They're up to 76 points at least here. I don't think Skibbity got any kills, so they're still 16 points behind. Oh yeah, ours. I remember ours. I forgot about him. Attack of the Undead tournament? You mean like the infection mode? I played Xbox Namish growing up, and then I switched to PlayStation to play like World War II, and then I didn't really play after that. Okay, got all the tags. This is an amazing play here from ENL Julio. They needed this, chat. If they want to stand a chance of qualifying. This team is from Latin America. I think he's going to die outside the zone, unfortunately, just because of the way it's going right now, and they're kind of watching. If he went down to the right side, he may be able to survive, but... Oh, they're coming back. No, they're not. They're going. They're going. He needs to go into the zone, bro. I think he's just sacrificed himself. Yeah, he sacrificed himself to keep his teammates alive. So all 4 of his teammates are back. I think he may die. I don't know if they'll go for his tag. Which is kind of sad that he self-sacrificed. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, the zone is not bad. Oh, they're coming for him, yeah. Yeah, they seen him get knocked outside his zone. That's exactly what that call-out was. They seen him get knocked outside his zone and they came back for the kill on him. 9 kills here for COD Ninja's team. These guys are right behind them in the leaderboards. There's only 4 points between them. Yanvasito kills one of the ENL guys as well, which means there's only 2 left, being Yimbo and Simple. This is bad. Very bad for them. They're scattered all over the place. Simple's probably going to try and get Julio's tag here. But they don't have any loot anymore. No loot, no customs, nothing. And the only other team that could possibly qualify here would be COD Ninja's team. Vitality still dominating with their kills. They've spotted Redmond right in front of them. They're going to get a couple of knocks onto them. By them, I mean the team that I'm watching is losing players. Vitality, honestly, getting eliminated here. I think that's all she wrote. Only 25 health left. Redmond haven't really done too well this tournament. I thought they would be a little bit better, but they're down in 8th place. CGN, thanks for becoming a member, man. Remember, chat, you could participate in this if you have a team of 4. 14 kills on the board here for Pavas and Vitality. Relax comes back through the revive flight, but these guys are not in a good spot here. I want to see what COD Ninja's team's up to. They got 10 kills total. That means they're on 72 points. They need 20 more points in this late game to be able to qualify past Skibbity. 21 more points, actually, if we're going to be specific. ENL also getting back through the revive flight. Trying to get some sort of loot to make their way back into the zone. The zone's still not hitting for that much damage, which allows them to do that. But they're going to be fighting against a team like COD Ninja if they spot them. And I think it's highly likely that ENL do get spotted out here. Oh, that's not good. Yembo has been spotted. They're all going to beam him off of this, I would say. Nope, they're not going to go for it. Interesting. Simple's been spotted as well. They're definitely going to get Simple. He's going to try and get Hoverbike, and then he's not going to be able to do it. Yeah, there's no way. Simple's dead here. Unfortunate situation. Bad timing. Ooh, able to take down one. Doesn't get the confirmation of the kill. I think COD Ninja's going to die here no matter what because of the zone. Yes, he is. So Simple gets another kill, and they get it traded. ENL still has 3 alive, I believe, so they still could do something here, but it's really both of these teams battling out against each other to try and get a qualification spot in 2nd place. They don't have much loot to do it with either.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Ashina, it's also in this to win it, but I think they've died already. They have, so it's really just this team, ENL, along with COD Ninja's team,
Airdrop has been delivered.
who have a possibility of qualifying into the finals.
Airdrop has been delivered.
How do you join the tournament? You just need to join my Discord. Discord.gg/FergFam. There's like 160, 180,000 people in there. Yen Besito dies outside his zone. That was so close. So unfortunate. And unfortunately as well, they don't actually have any medic to use. Oh, they're going to blow up the car. Yeah, they're going to blow up the car on him. Oh my god, he hasn't taken any damage. That's bad, yeah. There's nothing they can really do. They should have just revived him. I think he's going to die outside the zone here. He spawns with 10 health, right? Yep, 10 HP. It's a dream. Yep, that's going to be all she wrote. That's not good. They need to get into the zone ASAP. Still 11 kills. Yembo has just been eliminated. That leaves only 2 people from ENL alive. They're still in 11 kills as well. They're so close. Both of these teams are so close to qualifying. And I feel like, yep, that's going to be all she wrote. I don't think ENL is going to be able to do it. It's all going to fall on COD Ninja's team's back here. Julio's getting out of the situation. They needed 26 points to qualify at least. Well, actually 27 points to qualify. Yen Bastido has also been knocked and full wiped. ETN, funnily enough, are still alive. As Julio's just trying to stay up a little bit longer. Doesn't hear anyone in there, but he's not going to go for that building. The zone is right in front of him as well. I guess he's just trying to stay alive in the car. Not really up to much. That's a bad team to walk into, though. COD Ninja and everyone over there. Uh-oh. I don't know about this. Let's hop on board with COD Ninja and see if they have what it takes to qualify. We got 3 players left alive. One of their guys is full killed. There's not very many teams up left. To qualify, these guys needed 30 points. 31 points total. If Skibbity got 0 kills, but I am not sure how many kills Skibbity got. I know they just died really early. They died without getting any placement points. Oh my god, Vitality are still alive. I thought these guys got eliminated. They were very close to being eliminated earlier, with Pavas being the last guy alive with 25 HP earlier. Somehow, all 4 of their players are back. Luckily enough. If I was COD Ninja's team, I would not fight people standing on the roof as confident as this. Definitely not. These guys have already qualified by this point. They were first place going into this game, and they have the most points in the game as well. Oh, interesting. They want to take this fight. I'm very surprised by this. Nades come through, not able to hit any of them. Trump also still rotating around in his car, ETN right in front of him. The mixed girls team's down here as well. Interesting play. I don't know if this is the move. It definitely could be if he runs over somebody who's already weak. And he does. He hits somebody who's already weak here. Could go back again. Not going to opt for it. It looks like a teammate's come in through him there instead. Actually, a different team has came through. Trump healing up here now. They are in the zone. I want to keep watching this team because they have a qualification spot in their hands. Julio's the other guy in the car. He's just trying to stay alive for as long as possible. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shots go down. Ooh, almost got him. Julio needs to make a big play here if he wants to stay alive and qualify. Does he have a shotgun? No, he doesn't. Oh, he screwed it up. He's dead. He's definitely dead. There's no way. Oh. And ENL do not qualify, chat. That's going to be all she wrote for ENL. Oh my god, the movement here was crazy. See you later, ENL. You tried your best, but it's not enough. Now it's all down to COD Ninja and the boys as they're getting pushed from behind by the 4-stack known as Vitality. This is a bad fight to be taken here. And it looks like COD Ninja's going to be first to fall. Yes, he is. Now that leaves only 2 more players. They need to get out of this situation as fast as possible. Oh no, this is not good. This is very bad. No smoke bomber or anything. See you later, Sofito. Sofacito dies, and I think that's it. They've been fully eliminated. I don't think they've done it, chat. I think Skibbity may have sealed the deal. Of course, Vitality with 31 wasn't the story we were watching. We were just trying to see who could qualify, but they dominated that last game, and they're going to finish it with, what was that, 31 kills? That's going to be 46 points. They're going to finish today with 142 points, which is an amazing run from these guys. I think Skibbity stayed, and they were able to qualify, chat. We weren't watching Vitality there because we were trying to see if COD Ninja's team could qualify. They got 12 kills with a placement of 3rd. I think they didn't get enough, chat. I don't think they got enough. ENL also didn't get enough. So it must be Skibbity. Skibbity must be our second qualification team that goes straight into the finals. I'm assuming. I'm waiting for an update from Madnan. It should be Vitality and Skibbity. It was a close ending there. If ENL or T1 had a decent game, they could have qualified. But unfortunately, both of them kind of bowed out. Daddy, thanks. Daddy, thanks for following. Great. Great, chat. Great. Waiting for the update from the administrative team chat to confirm. But definitely Vitality has qualified. I'm assuming Skibbity made it through as well. And we'll see them tomorrow to go against the best players in the world. With teams like 4K in there. Slayer Low Texas roster in there. Bunch of Filipino teams in there. Bunch of European, African, Middle Eastern teams, Latin American teams in the finals already. And then the last 2 teams to go into the finals are these teams, chat. If you want to participate in these events yourself, you're more than welcome to do so by joining my Discord server. Discord.gg/FergFam. Or just type in FergFam into your Discord and it will join you right in. What's up, Flix? GG's, bro. Unfortunately, today was not your day, Flix. Pavas did pop off, chat. Yes, I agree. He popped off along with the entirety of Vitality. I did not think these guys would have qualified. I knew that Fund was really good because we've seen him do good stuff in the past with the sniper in finals, but I didn't expect him and his team to have a dominant performance today like they did. I didn't expect that whatsoever, chat. But the finals will be tomorrow. The finals will be tomorrow. It will be 7 games instead of 5. 7 games instead of 5. $10,000 on the line, chat. $10,000 on the line tomorrow for all of the best teams in the world. We need another Ferg skin added to COD M. Indeed, we do, broski. Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell COD Mobile we need another one? Mods, we need another one, broski. Alrighty. The graphics being sent to me soon. I'm going to let you guys know where people place though. MW Esports, they got 36 points. Team Mixed Girls with Evil Boys, they got 37 points. Team Generation of Miracles got 39 points. Team Cora got 48 points. Team Flicks got 49 points. Team FaZe Esports got 50 points. Redmoon got 59 points, so they don't qualify. Team Ashina, by the way, Esports got 61 points. And then our last four are coming up right now in this graphic that's going to be sent to me very soon. First place was obviously Vitality. They had a very consistent day, chat. A very consistent day throughout the entirety of the qualification stage. So they did really, really well today. It's just whether T1, ENL, or Skibbity Poppy qualified into the finals. Anyone know the Discord for Ferg? Yeah, it's just Ferg fam, Jess. Ferg fam, F-E-R-G-F-A-M. Let me see how many people are in it right now. 181,000. There's 181,000 people in the Ferg fam Discord server. And that's where we get players to compete in our tournaments. We get it right from there. Every tournament, every community tournament. Yeah, you can't join this event because we just finished the qualifications, but the next tournament that will be hosted at the end of this month, you are more than welcome to join it. So within like the next 20 days, we're going to have 2 tournaments. We're going to have one tomorrow and then another one very shortly after. Very shortly after. Thanks everyone for following, by the way. Just waiting on the graphic. Right now, Team Ferg fam didn't finish last, I guess. That's a positive, chat. Team Ferg fam, our mods did not finish last. GG's, thanks Ferg. See you in the next qualifiers. Yes, sir. Flicks, thanks for the galaxy, man. Appreciate you, bro. Michael, it'll be the same time tomorrow. So tomorrow it will still be on at this time. Tomorrow it will start about 2.5 hours before the current time. Wherever you are right now, it'll start about 2.5 hours before your current time tomorrow. So if it's 6:30 p.m. where you are, it will start at 4 p.m. If it's like 8 p.m., it will start at 5:30 p.m. Depending on your time zone, it will be 2.5 hours before now tomorrow, which is like 4 p.m. my time is when we'll start the stream. Maybe I'll start a little bit earlier. Who knows? Yeah, Priscilla, it's quite early for you. It is quite early, huh? Oh, it's not good. Are you, yeah, your PT time, Priscilla, right? You're Pacific Standard, which is like our smallest, it's our smallest region for, oh, Texas. Oh, you're Central. I've never been to Texas, Priscilla. I've never been. 2 p.m. South Africa time. There you go. All right, chat. I'm going to update the scoreboard on your screen right now so that you guys can see where everyone stands. Just so if you're curious about where everyone ended up for the top 10. There it is, Chattington. On YouTube long form. YouTube short form. That is it right there. And TikTok, I'll get it on your screens right now. Just move them over a little bit. This is the official final scores. And you can see Skibbity barely crawled their way into the finals. Barely, chat. I can't believe they actually did that. I thought ENL or T1 were going to catch up at the end, but they just lost too many of their players too early in the late game, and they weren't able to do it. So that is the qualifications over, chat. Vitality and Skibbity both qualify into the finals, and you will see them tomorrow for a Game 7 series against all of the best players in the entire world using no classes. With that being said, I'm going to go and rest and relax because I managed to get a cold from my fiance after I had norovirus before, which is interesting how I got back-to-back sicknesses. My immune system was compromised, chat. All I know is I need to eat a bunch of fruits and steak, chat. I need to eat a bunch of fruits and steak. Either way, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow for the finals of this tournament, chat. The finals, Chattington. All right, gamers. See you later, alligators. Bye. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for following and subscribing, Pookie Bears. See you later, Pookies. Bye, Bye.